Good evening, everyone, and welcome out to Bryan High School, where tonight the Bryan Golden Bears play host to the Archbold Blue Streaks here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Q96.5 and BryanSports.com. Good evening, everybody. This is Chris Malenga alongside Nathan Keel. And Coach Keel, the Golden Bears have a big opportunity tonight as they open league play against Archbold.
Yeah, it should be a fun one tonight. This is a tough one for both teams to open up the league schedule and see what you really have. But nonetheless, it should be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Now the Golden Bears coming in on a 2-game winning streak, defeating Maumee and Fairview after that opening week loss to Van Wert. Meanwhile, Archbold has gone 3-0, and they've really outscored their opponents pretty extensively in their 3 games.
Yeah, that's a tough offense to stop in Archbold, averaging over almost 40 points a game, 400 yards. DJ Newman himself almost 300 a game. And then you have the Golden Bears here, who came off that shutout of Maumee, 49-0. And then last week put the 30-point rule on Fairview. So it should be a lot of offense tonight is what I'd be expecting.
Absolutely, and we're going to get a chance to talk to Coach Redhead here, but he indicated that DJ Newman, the whole offense runs through him.
It does. He's the head of the snake, as you could say. And like I mentioned before, he has over 400, or he himself averages almost 300 yards a night. He's one of their leading rushers, by far their leading passer, and he's a scoring machine, offensively and defensively.
You're in the Overland Turnbull pregame show. Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Now the Golden Bears, as we said, are going to face definitely a tougher test than they have the past 2 weeks. And, I asked Coach what it was like, what's it like doing just the running clock the second half? Is that something that will hurt you? And he said, our conditioning is top-notch. Nobody's cramping, so he didn't see it to be a big problem. What about you?
I think it is tough to come off of that. I mean, your kids haven't played a full fourth quarter game there. They didn't play a full fourth quarter against Maumee or second half. So it is hard to get them back into it mentally, I think, more so than anything. They are well-conditioned. You work all summer. You have a few games here. You have scrimmages, and you're practicing every single day. So I don't look for conditioning to be as big of a problem as maybe the mental game and when they get into the fourth quarter, deep into the fourth quarter. But the same goes for Archbold. Pounding their opponents all season so far, they've kind of been in a similar boat.
Absolutely. So we are in a couple minutes or a couple of seconds going to take a break here, but the reason we're on early tonight is it's senior night, and so we're going to actually carry that live for you, the introductions of the seniors. And when we get into the starting lineups, we're going to have some changes for the Golden Bears that we'll talk about. This is one of the few games in Williams County or involving Williams County teams that's playing tonight. Edgerton's game was canceled. Eden's game got changed. Montpelier's game got changed, and so we're one of the few. But we do have some changes to talk about due to the quarantine situation. So we'll be telling you about that. I had a chance to talk to Coach Grant Redd of the Bryan Golden Bears, and you're going to hear that after this timeout on Q96.5.
Need a new look? Hooley House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Hooley House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Hooley House, 419-553-0100.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malenga alongside Coach Grant Redhead of the Golden Bears. And Coach, missed you last week. I couldn't talk to you. I wasn't feeling well. But did do the game, and it was a great game. And Bryan gets its second straight win.
Yeah, it's always good to get a win against a rival. And 8.4 miles down the road, I think that classifies. But we didn't play as clean as I would have liked. We had some penalties, but kids gave good effort. And you score 40 points, that's a good night.
Yep, 42-12, the final score. You put up nearly 400 offensive yards, had a couple turnovers, and you talk about those penalties, 11 of those for 75 yards. The thing that seemed to be a lot of the penalties was false starts. And so what do you attribute that to? Because in the booth we were trying to figure out different personnel. What was it?
We were trying to call out blitzes.
Okay.
In their defensive scheme, they slant and blitz a lot of linebackers. So our center was calling out, backer, backer left, backer right, and our quarterback was starting the cadence when he was doing that, so he wasn't hearing the cadence go, and that's why the snaps were late, and everybody else is ready, and he didn't snap the ball. So
Gotcha.
it was something we fixed in the second half. It happened in the first half, but we got to once we figured out what they were doing, we fixed it with both of them.
Absolutely. I want to talk about the play of Jace Kepler. He was 18 to 25, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns. He carried the ball 6 times for 35 yards. We took a lot of shots, or he had to scramble a lot.
Yeah, you know, he needs to be satisfied with throwing underneath a little more. There were some underneath routes that were open that he was waiting for the long ball, and he did complete, but he paid for it. And, you know, we've gone over that. But overall, he played well. Some of those, in fact, you know, once we kept bringing it to their attention, and the last 2 were late hits because there was 2-3 steps.
Absolutely.
So they shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Corbin Shepard, your workhorse, 77 yards on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches for 40 yards. I mean, that kid is just, you give him time and protection, he makes things happen.
He ran physical.
Yeah.
You know, they were tough yards, and they were bringing 8 every time, 7 and 8 against, we would have 6 and 7. And, you know, he was running through contact, getting yards after contact. So, you know, he's a physical back, and that really helps.
Yeah. And talk about Sammy Harold. I mean, 35 yards on 5 catches, couple touchdowns. He's been great in that tight end position.
Fantastic for a sophomore, and doing a great job. And he's a two-way player. He plays linebacker as well. So, you know, we're pleased with what he's doing, and it adds a nice wrinkle to the offense that people have trouble game planning for.
All right, so now I want to kind of walk through some of the scoring plays and some of the drives here. You know, Fairview fumbles on the 5th play of the game, and anytime the opponent fumbles, you really want to capitalize, and you guys just did that. As Corbin goes in for 5 yards out, I mean, the tempo of the game immediately changes at that point.
Yep, we ran physical, ran trap inside. He had a good hole, had some contact when he went through, but his leg drive is incredible, and it just powers right through any arm tackles.
Yeah. Second drive, they fumble again, and then Sam Harrell has a 6-yard touchdown reception after a fake handoff, which I love watching. I love the fake handoff to Shepard, then pull back and throw it on to Sammy.
Yeah, it's
beauty.
The play action, and it gets set up. Everybody starts keying on Corbin so much, and it gets set up with that play action, and he just chips right off the end and is in the flat.
Then he finds Craig Jackson, a guy that has played wide receiver, hasn't seen a ton of catches, but made some great catches had a touchdown there for the 3rd touchdown of the game.
He did a good job coming back to the ball, because if he hadn't, it would have been way too low. But he came back to the ball, got his arms under, it was right in front of the official, and a great catch.
Awesome. Okay, so now Shepard carries from 5 yards out to make it 27-0. You're up big first quarter still. Then something weird happens. So Fairview switches quarterbacks. Had you seen much film on that guy?
No, he was injured, got injured in preseason. We hadn't seen him at all on film. We knew, you know, he's a senior, and he's been a backup for a few years, you know, last year, and got a little bit of time, but it was a surprise. Yeah. But you know, big physical kid, and did all right throwing the ball.
I was just gonna say more definitely a big physical specimen than the starter. But you know, he did pretty well. I mean, he has this wild scoring drive where, you know, he finds a guy to set up 1st and goal, and then he throws an interception, and then during the interception return they get it back. I mean, just weird, right?
I looked at that, and Trent Wolf did a great job undercutting the play. He was heading back, but the ball wasn't secured. It was out here and not high and tight, so the receiver was able to get his hands on it, fall on it, and give him back, and that led to a score.
They led to a score to make it 27-6. Now I want to talk about so Sammy Harold gets another touchdown for 7 yards there late in the 2nd quarter, so right before the half, and that's got to be good, knowing you're going to get the ball again to start the 3rd quarter, and you score with 44 seconds left.
Yeah, you know, that just padded the lead. You know, we're not trying to run it up, but we need to take care of what we need to take care of, and we have to execute our offense. So we get that score. We know we're going to have it coming out. Then what do? We fumble the ensuing kickoff, because, again, we've worked on ball security all week. It was another receiver. He had the ball out here, and anytime it's out from your body, they can rip and pull. When you keep it high and tight, that's the strongest point you can be at.
Yeah. Talk about one last touchdown, Trenton Wolf. It's an 85-yard touchdown on the stats, but it was more like a 15-yard throw and 70 yards rushing by Trenton Wolf on that one.
Yeah, it was maybe a 30-yard throw, but he got behind the DBs. So it's blown coverage. They came up on the action that we had underneath on the underneath route, and he was wide open on the flag, and just outran everybody. And he's got good speed. And, you know, I was actually nervous when the ball was in the air. I'm like, he is too wide open. He's going to drop it. But he didn't.
Yep.
You know, he made the good catch
and great running afterwards.
Yes, made it produce.
So you guys get into the running clock. Second half game goes well, you know, quickly, and you just work on some things, and you know.
Yeah, we just tried to run the ball.
Yep.
You know, you don't. You're up. You don't need to add points, and sometimes that just adds insult to injury. You know, you don't want to do that and run it up on anybody's kids, but you got to work on what you do. And we worked on a run game, and we worked on just keeping it on the ground, very, very short play action, nothing long, and get good at getting first downs is what we were trying to work on in the third and fourth quarter.
Wraps up at 42-12. You guys now go to 2-1 on the season, 2 straight wins, 2 straight running clocks, which is good. Getting, but I wanted to ask you, does that? You said you were able to work on some stuff, but when you have the running clock like that, when you have a team against Archbold coming in, and it's probably not going to be that situation, is that hurt anybody not having 2 extra quarters in that game and the game before, or not?
That's what conditioning's for.
Okay.
And we're in good shape. We didn't have a single cramp all season. Okay, knock on wood. But we've conditioned. Our kids do a good job hydrating. You know, we teach them about nutrition and things that they need to do so they don't get their bodies in that position. And I think we'll be all right. We don't have as many two-way starters as most teams, so we're fortunate.
Okay, so now we open league play at home against Archbold, and what were I forget what were they picked to win in the
They were picked one.
See, which is interesting to me that we talked about that at the beginning of the year about how we don't feel respected when things like that happen. But everybody said to me, "Oh, the only kid back is Newman," but they've had some good games.
Their other kids have developed, and the Dominic kid is a real good running back. You know, their offensive line is young; they're all new, but they're performing and they're playing well. And we've got more size than anybody they've faced yet, so we'll see if that is in our favor or not. But you know, Newman's an exceptional athlete, but they have other weapons as well.
Let's take the 3 phases of the game. In offense, you talked about Newman being an exceptional athlete, but do they have some other guys, including the Dominic receiver?
Yeah, you know, their running back's good. They've got their receivers. They don't have a cruise, but they've got good possession guys. So we can't give him all day to throw. We can't let him loose either.
Right.
So, you know.
What are you going to see defensively from the Streaks?
Defensively, they play hard and they have good team speed. They will come off and be aggressive. You know, they're not afraid to take a chance here or there in man coverage. So we're going to have to sit there and rely on fundamental sound football and, you know, just stay on our blocks.
Okay. And special teams, how do they compare to us?
They're the best team with special teams that we've faced thus far, with the best kicker. And they do a good job on them. Their punt team, you know, I got to be careful and go punt safe. I can't go after them because they'll line up in an offensive formation and do quick kicking, with Newman being the punter. Okay,
a little challenging.
He either runs it or he kicks it. So it can be challenging. So we've got some things built in to make him kick it, and so he can't get a easy first down.
Back in the friendly confines of Golden Bear Stadium, I'm sure that makes a huge difference.
It does. You know, I mean, it's the kids played well on the road, but it's always better when you're home because you're more comfortable. They're only 20 minutes down the road, so it's not a big deal with them either. But you know, I'd rather be home than away.
Final thoughts for Archbold?
Well, you know, we have to play sound football, and that's the biggest thing. And, you know, if we come and execute, it'll be a ball game. You know, if we execute for 3 quarters like we did against Van Wert, not going to turn out too well because they're a good team too.
All right. Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you get that win number 3 and just open league play 1-0. It'd be great to see.
Yeah, that would be.
All right.
We're working.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
This has been Chris Malang alongside Coach Grant Redhead of the Bryan Golden Bears. We'll look forward to bringing you the game after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let me introduce you to Dave and Sam. Between the two of them, they have almost 60 years experience diagnosing and fixing anything with 4 wheels. Dave and Sam at Jason Dietz Collision and Service fix the problems your last mechanic couldn't. Just ask John from Montpelier.
Bring it in on Tuesday. I'll call you Tuesday night, tell you what the problem is with it, and tell you how much it's going to be to fix it. That's exactly what he did.
When your vehicle needs repaired, take it to Dave and Sam at Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Chris Malanga here with you and Nathan Keel. And Coach, special night tonight. It's senior night, so we are going to pause and send it down to the public address announcer for senior night.
For the dedication, time, encouragement, pride, and support they offer their children involved in interscholastic athletic competition and marching band. Without your help, these programs would fail to achieve all that is possible for the students. Thanks go out to each of you for your support. Now for the introduction of your 2021 Senior Golden Bears and their parents. First off, for football, Preston Boroff, escorted by Stacy Replago and Kurt Boroff. Up next, Carter Brown, member of the football team and golf, escorted by Tony and Amanda Brown. Up next, Connor Brown, escorted by Tara and Nate Bishop and Justin and Mandy Brown. Up next, Quinn Brown, member of the football and soccer, escorted by Heidi and Jason Brown. Up next, Jay Damron, escorted by Carrie and Dorsey Dargars and Doug and Sarah Damron. Up next, Bryce Deach, escorted by Jennifer and Isaac Martin and John Deach. Joey Douglas, escorted by Will Douglas and his extended military family, Charlie Company, first of the 330th. Brady Foth, escorted by Angie Miller and Matt Foth. Up next, Nick Harold, escorted by Pete and Nikki Harold. Up next, Craig Jackson, escorted by John and Wendy Jackson. Up next, Logan Moss, escorted by Jody Moss and Tabor Moss. Up next, Noah Phillips, escorted by grandparents Joanne and Ted McCabe. Up next, Corbin Shepard, escorted by John Shepard and Tiffany Winsler. Up next, Trenton Wolf, escorted by Lee Wolf and Cassie and David Myers. And last up for the football team, Mikey Wolf, escorted by Kevin and Molly Wolf. Now moving into the cheerleaders with their parents, Lexi Allspaw, escorted by Stephen and Kelly Allspaw. Up next, Mariah Blazing, escorted by Chris Dunderman and David Dunderman. Up next, Quinn Middleton, escorted by Amber Middleton. Up next, Brooke Wheeler, escorted by Alex and Leslie Ann Wheeler. And finishing off the cheerleaders, Chloe Wiley, escorted by Dana and Michelle Missler and Elvis Wiley. Now we're moving on to our senior cross-country members and their parents. Up first, Blake Groob, escorted by Stephanie Ponzak and Dan Groob. Up next, we have Joshua Taylor and also his sister Delilah Taylor, member of the girls soccer team, escorted by Jeff and Amy Taylor. Now moving on to our senior golf members and their parents. Up first, Nathan Hess, member of the golf and soccer team, escorted by Steve and Mindy Hess. Up next, Tara Moore, escorted by Jim and Terry Moore. And rounding out the golf members, Colin Shirkey, escorted by Randy and Tina Shirkey. Now, senior girls soccer members and their parents. Up first, Addie Arnold, escorted by Bryan and Jody Arnold. Up next, Lily Schlade, escorted by Joshua and Carrie Schlade. Up next, Mallory Stopp, escorted by Bonnie and Chris Stopp. And last but not least, for the girls soccer, Allie Zimmerman, escorted by TJ and Carrie Zimmerman. Now, moving on to senior boys soccer members and their parents. First up, Aiden Andrews, escorted by Greg and Jen Andrews. Up next, Jonathan Dorston, escorted by Damian and Carolyn Dorston. Up next, Colton Smith, escorted by Jason and Shelly Smith. Last but not least, Devin Winsler, escorted by Chris Winsler and Rachel Faust. Now moving on to senior tennis members and their parents. First up, Emily Bassett, escorted by Chad and Kim Bassett. Up next, Madison and Cindy Greiser, escorted by Greg and Melinda Greiser and Don Troush. Up next, Mackenzie Adams, member of the tennis, escorted by Vanessa Adams and Justin Adams. Up next, Caitlin Posey, escorted by Doug and Bobby Posey. Up next, Katie Seaman, escorted by Glenn and Teresa Seaman. Up next, Brooke Taylor, escorted by Rick and Julie Taylor. And last but not least, for the tennis members, Haley Wheeler, escorted by Bruce and Abby Wheeler. Now, senior volleyball members and their parents. First up, Jordan Beck, escorted by Dave and Joy Beck. Up next, Ellen Murphy, escorted by Becky and Justin Murphy. Up next, Gwen Spengler, escorted by Ryan Spengler and Sarah Winsler. And now moving on to our senior band members and their parents. Up first, Dale Davis, escorted by Amanda Underwood and Dale and Alicia Davis. Up next, Catherine Davis, escorted by Dawn and Scott Davis. Up next, Samantha Doty, member of the golf team and escorted by Amanda Doty. Up next, Jay Fortner, escorted by Jim and Maggie Fortner. Up next, Morgan Koenig, escorted by Michael and Tracy Koenig. Up next, Nolan Kuhn, escorted by Barb Kuhn. Michael Ledger, escorted by Nolan Ledger and Casey Ledger. Up next, Lisa Mogul, escorted by Hugo Mogul and Martha Mogul. Up next, Ethan Pacerny, member of the cross-country team also, and escorted by Scott Pacerny and Randy and Holly Norman. Up next, Kaylee Horton, escorted by Jana Sherman and Thomas Sherman and Tyson Horton. Up next, Nolan Kuhn, escorted by Tony Kuhn and Barb Kuhn. And last but not least, Grace Mueller, escorted by Denise and Jerry Stallings and Pete Mueller. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, get up on your feet, give it up for these parents and their seniors from diapers to senior year. Ladies and gentlemen, our seniors and their parents.
All right, our seniors being announced here at Golden Bear Stadium. Lots of career here with these athletes, and it's awesome to see them.
Yeah, it's definitely great to see all these senior athletes and to see them be recognized. And a lot of the sports are off to such a great start this fall, and so it's nice to see all these faces out here.
We're here for Bryan and Archbold. Archbold coming in at 3-0 on the season. Bryan 2-1. Let's take a look at the keys to the game tonight, Nate. Sponsored by Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Real Estate and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. Let's take a look at the Golden Bears first.
Well, I think you got to stop DJ Newman if you're the Golden Bears. He's kind of the person that makes everything go round. As we referred to him earlier as the head of the snake there on that offense. And then you look at the second thing the Bears have to do is win in the trenches, and that's the offensive line and defensive line's job. Offensively, we kind of know what they can do, but defensively tonight, if they can get after the quarterback a little bit, put him in some uncomfortable situations, I think they have some good luck on their side. Then if you look at controlling the clock, if you're Bryan, run the ball. And the best way to control that offense that Archbold has is don't give them the ball. So control the clock if you're the Golden Bears. Let's take a look at Archbold then. And Archbold, their keys to the game here is stopping the run. Corbin Shepard, over 400 yards rushing so far this season. He's kind of the guy, again, that leads the offense for the Golden Bears. Shut him down and make him one-dimensional. Then if you look, you got to get up early. With a new quarterback in there for Bryan tonight, if you can get up early, put him in some uncomfortable situations, and maybe the Golden Bears have to press a little bit, you never know what might happen. And then winning the field position battle. In the last few weeks, Bryan has not had to punt the ball at all. And they've not had to drive the ball very far because they forced some turnovers. So if you're Archbold tonight, make Bryan drive the length of the field and earn everything that they get.
There's your keys to the game, being sponsored by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. Call them for all your real estate needs. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network on Q96.5. We're going to take this time out, meet our game officials and our starting lineups after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like
the Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck.
Sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Last year, all of our stadiums were mostly empty. But this year, things are different. We at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory look forward to getting back into the stands,
joining our family and friends to cheer on the Bears and enjoy a Friday night of football. We hope you're staying safe and hope to see you soon. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Family owned, family focused. Hope to see you at the game.
Back on.
Last year, all of our
Brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Our game official is sponsored tonight by Tri-State Vision. Our referee is Chris Steiner. Our umpire is Greg Habsda. Our linesman is Roger Zimmerman. Line judge is Troy Zimikevich. And back judge is Andrew Mosier. Again, our officials brought to you tonight by Tri-State Vision Center in Bryan, Dr. Kuzman and Dr. Sainholtz. We're going to take another timeout, meet our starting lineups back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
When it comes to diamonds, size does matter, and you'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Plus, you won't find a better selection anywhere in Northwest Ohio. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email chris@bryansports.com or call 419-595-0943.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us. They're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Service are here with the environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Service. We're here for your entire family.
State Pro.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Nathan Keel. It is Bryan Archbold tonight here in the pregame show. We're in the Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory pregame show. Time now to meet our starting lineups. These are presented by American Family Insurance. See Danielle Van Adda, your local agent. Now, as we talked earlier, we have on both sides of the ball, both teams, we have some injuries and we have some COVID situations. So we're going to share that. First off, let's take a look at our Bryan offensive line. Now, the only change here is a different center, but Noah Phillips in at center as a senior. Shouldn't be any drop-off there.
No, he played last week for Bryan. He played pretty well, and I think he's got some experience behind or under his belt here on both sides of the ball, so shouldn't be a huge drop-off for Bryan at all.
So Phillips is a 6', 280-pound a senior. At left tackle, a 6', 245-pound senior, number 65, Nick Harold. At left guard, a 5'9", 230-pound junior, number 68, Tyler Spizak. At the right guard position, a 5'10", 235-pound junior, number 55, Parker Ballmer. And at right tackle, a 6'7", 290-pound junior, number 79, Zane Bell. Taking a look at the skill positions, here's one of the situations where we have a change. Dylan Dominic, the 6'1", 185-pound junior, filling in tonight for Jace Kepler. Kepler affected by the quarantine, and so we're going to see Dylan Dominic. And, early in the season, we thought we might see both those guys, so it'll be interesting to see tonight what Dylan can do.
Yeah, he's a different quarterback than Jace. Jace is kind of a dual threat, and Dylan's more of a pocket passer. But I tell you what, I've seen Dylan throw the ball, and he can definitely spin it.
Corbin Shepard, the running back, a 5'7", 174-pound senior. The tight end, number 5, Sam Harold, a 5'11", 190-pound sophomore. At the wideout positions, Craig Jackson, a number 11, 6'2", 149-pound senior. Logan Moss, a 6', 164-pound senior. And Trenton Wolf, a 5'9", 148-pound senior at the wideout position. Taking a look at the defense for Archbold, they also have some changes here. The biggest changes, Lance Bauer is out. He is their nose guard. He's going to be replaced by number 77, Spencer Simon, a 6', 260-pound senior. The other defensive end, Charlie Krieger, has injured his finger. He's in a cast and in street clothes tonight. He's going to be replaced by number 53, Wyatt Ripke, a 6'4", 195-pound sophomore. Also, the other defensive end, a 5'11", 190-pound junior, number 59, Devin Morris. And Jordan Massengill, a 6'1", 295-pound sophomore, number 79. At the linebacker positions, number 51, Gabe Chappa, a 5'8", 160-pound junior. Caden Alvarado will be your other linebacker, 5'10", 205-pound senior, number 8. At the corners and safeties, at strong safety, a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore, number 9, Stephen Diller. At the other strong safety, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore, number 15, Jack Hurst. At free safety, quarterback plays free safety as well, a 6'1", 175-pound senior, DJ Newman, so playing on both sides of the ball. Carter Benfeld, a 6'2", 160-pound junior, is at one of the corner positions. And the other corner, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore, number 10, Chase Miller. There's your starting lineups presented by American Family Insurance, Danielle Van Atta, agent. We're going to take this timeout, and we will be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let me introduce you to Dave and Sam. Between the two of them, they have almost 60 years experience diagnosing and fixing anything with four wheels. Dave and Sam at Jason Dietz Collision and Service fix the problems your last mechanic couldn't. Just ask John from Montpelier.
Bring it in on Tuesday. I'll call you Tuesday night, tell you what the problem is with it, and tell you how much it's going to be to fix it. That's exactly what he did.
When your vehicle needs repaired, take it to Dave and Sam at Jason Dietz Collision and Service.
I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Need a new look? Hooley House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Hooley House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Hooley House, 419-553-0100.
Sports Network just moments away from Bryan Archbold here. Chris Malanga, Nathan Keel, and Bryan's getting set to take the field real quick. Our pregame weather is currently 73 degrees. Our low tonight's going to be 47. As we get towards the end of the game, it's going to drop into the 60s, the lower 60s. Right now, winds are out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour, 54% humidity. It's going to be a beautiful night for football.
I think so, and you look later on in the season, it's going to be a little chillier out there, and early on in the season, it's pretty brutally hot, but this is perfect. Sun's going down, shouldn't be any issues.
Golden Bears take the field, and we want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight: American Family Insurance, Amerimaid Realty, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Fackler Monument, Krill Funeral Service, Hooley House, Jason Dietz Automotive Services, Oberlin Turnbull Freedom Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Breininger, and Rakes. All those bringing you the game tonight on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Into the stadium and the American flag being raised by AmVets Post 54 with Russell Crozier as the post commander. We live in a country with freedoms like no other. We ask you to remove your hat. Please stand and join the Bryan Marching Band, the athletes and coaches, as we honor our great country with the singing and playing of our national anthem.
Sports Network, 296.5, BryanSports.com. If you're watching tonight on Bryan Sports, thank you so much for listening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
And we are ready to get this one away. Archbold won the toss, and Bryan has elected, or they elected to defer. Bryan will receive the ball first to start things out here for this game, and we're excited to get started and see what that offense under young Mr. Dominic can do here. So.
And I'll say this much. I think coming into this game here, Archbold probably planned on seeing Kepler all week, and now you throw in a guy like Dylan Dominic, and he may be Bryan's backup right now, but he could very well be the best backup quarterback in the league. So I think coming into this, Archbold might have to adjust their game plan a little bit for Dylan.
We're wrapping up the Oberlin Turnbull pregame show. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused Oberlin Turnbull. Thanks so much for joining us. whether you're listening on Q96.5, WQCT Bryan, or if you're watching on bryansports.com or watching the rebroadcast on BMU Channel 3. Thanks so much for joining us. Beautiful night for football. Hopefully the Golden Bears can get off to a good start here and be able to get a good win here against Archbold and open up the season on a nice winning note. It's going to be Quinn Brown back to receive alongside Corbin Shepard. Kicking for Archbold is going to be Creighton Kern. He's a 5'9", 165-pound junior. Now, we saw Fairview a couple of times kicked it short. So we've got Tayson Dekrosh as one of the up men. And then I think the other up man across the way there might be Carter Brown. And so all four of those guys could make some trouble.
Yeah, you got those four guys back there, and then within about 10 yards of the 50 here, it looks like I'm counting about 7 guys. So they're prepared for about anything right now. And I mean, if you're Bryan, this is quality competition. The last 2 weeks have been a little rough competition to face against or to go against. So it'll be interesting to see how they prepared here for Archbold.
Kern is addressing the ball right now. Archbold looks to be in a normal, kickoff position. And again, Brown is standing along with Shepard at his own 5-yard line.
And Kern's got a boot on him.
He does. Kick is in the air. It's going to be returnable. Quinn Brown will field it at about the 7-yard line. He crosses the 10 to the 15 to the 20, out to the 25 to the 30, and he will get dropped right at the 30-yard line. So good field position for the Golden Bears. I always look on one of those to make sure there's no laundry on the field.
Oh, I did too. I saw a couple streaks on the field there. Didn't know if I'd seen anything, but all clear for the Golden Bears.
So they'll have it first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 11:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Just at the opening kickoff, the Bears will have it on their first drive here against Archbold. So Dylan Dominic going to be your quarterback. He has Corbin Shepard in the backfield with him. He will take the first one, hand off to Shepard. Shepard will drive forward for about 2 yards. And maybe they're not even, I guess they'll give him the 2 yards there. So that'll make up 2nd down and 8.
I think everybody in the house knew that was going to be a run play, the first play of the game with Dylan Dominic, just getting him comfortable to start off here. And Corbin Shepard hit the line of scrimmage, and nice job to gain 2 yards there.
Again, 2 of the Archbold's defenders, the nose guard and defensive end, are both out. So we'll watch that as the game progresses. Doubles on the far side, one wide out on the near side here. Back in the backfield and a tight end is Harold. It's going to be another hand. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Nope, Dylan will throw, and the catch is made by Logan Moss. Well, all sorts of things happened there. It looked like a run, then a quarterback run, and then a pass.
Yeah, nice job by Dylan Dominic. Again, the play fake there to Corbin Shepard up the middle, similar to the play they just ran. Little half roll out to Dylan's left, pitch and catch. Nice job by Logan Moss there.
That'll be 1st and 10 now for Bryan at the 42-yard line, their own 42. They got doubles here on the near side, and they're going to hand off to Shepard. Shepard will try to clear some traffic and get to the 45-yard line, so he'll pick up 3 on the first carry.
A little bit of penetration there. If you're the Golden Bears, you got to clean things up a little bit, and the Streaks defensive line is probably one of the quicker defensive lines they've seen so far this season, so they'll have to get used to that as the game goes on.
That'll bring up 2nd and 8. The main stop scoreboard shows 0-0. It's going to be doubles here on the near side. That'll be Shepard again with the handoff, and he is scampering. He wasn't down at first. It looked like he was down, but he was on top of a player, so he gets an extra 3 or 4 yards after that.
He's a rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down there, that's for sure. Again, hit at the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of movement on the left side of the line there, and that was all Corbin Shepard.
We're at the 49-yard line now. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Golden Bears. The line to gain is the 48-yard line of Archbold. Doubles here on the near side. They include Logan Moss and Trenton Wolf. Harold goes in motion, then settles in at tight end. Handoff again. Shepard will cross the 50 into Archbold territory down to the 45-yard line, down to the 44, and he will pick up the first down. So Bears moving it here.
Nice job by Corbin Shepard. He's ran it up the middle about 3 times in a row. He breaks that one out to the outside, and there's just nobody there. The ends are crashing hard for Archbold, and couldn't keep contained there.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 now. Doubles on the far side. Quarterback keeper. And Dominic will pick up about 2 yards. Dominic not really a big threat to run.
He's not much of a runner. He's not going to break loose. He's not going to break one for 60 or 70 yards, but he's deceptive when he does run, and he can pick up those 2, 3, 4-yard gains for you.
So that'll be a pickup of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball at the 42-yard line of Archbold. 9:16 remaining here. No score on the main stop scoreboard, first quarter. Now we've got that formation in the backfield with Harold and Shepard. And that looked like a mistake there. It looked like Dominic was just smothered. I think I don't know if that ball was supposed to be handed off or what, but he stuck it right out.
Yeah, it looked like Sam Harold was running an ISO. He was the lead blocker there. Dylan looked to hand the ball off to him. Nobody was there, so Dylan ran straight ahead and tried to make something.
Well, he did not get any gain, but he didn't lose yardage either, and that could have been a really scary play right there. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 at the 42-yard line. So we got one wide out here on the near side at Craig Jackson, doubles on the far side, and then one back in the backfield. Harold moves back to that tight end position. Now he'll shift to his left, and Shepard shifts to the right. Dominic looking to pass. He'll throw and dish it off to Shepard. Shepard crosses the 40, stays in bounds. Nope, they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It is close to a first down, but they're about 2 yards short, so that'll bring up 4th and 2. So it looks like the Golden Bears will need to punt.
And early in this game, I can see Coach Redhead thinking that too, is let's see what Archbold has and let's make them drive the distance of the field here.
So Mikey Wolf in to punt. And standing back to return the punt is going to be Chase Miller. Miller is a 5'9" sophomore. Low snap. Wolf kicks it. And fair catch is called, and it will bounce and roll all the way down, and Bryan will down it inside the 5-yard line. What a punt.
Nice job, Mikey Wolf. Good job on the coverage team there. Archbold didn't put too much pressure on the kicker and or the punter there, and good job by the Bears here, and let's see if Archbold can drive it 98 yards.
Yeah, Archbold will have to go about as far as they as you can in football to get a score. But there's no score here on the main stop scoreboard. 8:12 remaining first quarter. We're going to keep it right here as possession changes. Couple of changes on the defense for Bryan as well. Brady Foth is in for Aiden Pels. Handoff given, and Dominic will go through and hit the 5-yard line, so he'll pick up 3 yards.
All right, there's Carson Dominic. First time we've seen him tonight. He's he's a larger runner there, and he's one of those. He's going to fall forward to gain his yards.
So Carson Dominic is in the backfield with Newman. Wide out on the near side is Gavin Bailey. I also have 2 wideouts on the far side, Hunter Cullen Lemley and Carter Bainfelt. Dominic, no, it's Newman. He'll get the 10-yard line and run out of bounds at about the 14. That'll pick up a first down, and Newman, again, a threat with his legs.
And that's one of those, they call that a tag play. Tackle and guard both pulling. He fakes it to the running back and then follows his 2 pulling linemen there, and he was able to get outside.
So 7:39 here, first down made. Archbold driving. They're inside their own territory on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Triples on the far side. They'll pitch. Dominic will try to go around the line. He is not going to get very far, maybe a yard. Nope, they're going to say he got right back to the 15.
Wow, nice job there by defensive end Parker Vollmer with the little toss there. The running back couldn't get to the outside. Parker stuffed him right there, and his friends joined the party. Big tackle.
Yeah, and he had a hard time, if the Archbold guy, he would have been knocked out behind the line of scrimmage if it hadn't been for the Archbold block there.
And Parker may not have made the tackle, but he should definitely be credited with it.
Doubles on either side. Newman in the backfield by himself. He'll look to throw. He throws to the right side. It is through the hands of Tayson Dekrosh.
Looked like a miscommunication there by the receiver, and receiver's looking at Newman as if that's not what he expected to see or where he expected the ball to see.
That was actually Brady Foth that had that. And so Archbold will now have it 3rd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And here, get him in a 3rd and long if you're Bryan.
What do you dial up on 3rd and long?
Well, I'm assuming they're going to run to the sticks here, possibly a curl, maybe a post down the middle.
So Newman has a back with him. There's doubles on both sides. Now Newman's going to keep it, and he'll get tackled It was an arm tackle, but it was sufficient. I was a little nervous when he just reached out with the arm.
Yeah, he's pretty elusive back there and ran a little QB draw, and Bryan wasn't fooled at all in there in a hurry.
So that'll bring up 4th and 8, and that means Archbold will have to punt from their own end zone. Their punter is DJ Newman, so anytime they line up to punt, we want to watch because their quarterback's their punter.
And like Coach Redhead was saying in his pregame show there, is we're going to play it safe.
Absolutely. So back to return. That's going to be Carter Brown. Kick is up. Brown will catch it and drop it at the 42-yard line. He'll get going, and he'll get into Archbold territory down to the 49-yard line. So, or 48. Nice job by Brown to recover after dropping it.
Yeah, he was able to pick up about 10 yards there and set the Bears up and get some good field position in the short field.
So the Bears will start in Archbold territory for the first time tonight. Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line of the Streaks. First drive for the Bears resulted in a punt, and the main stop scoreboard shows 6:09 remaining first quarter. No score between Archbold and Bryan. Chris Malega, Nathan Keel with you here on Q96.5. This one will be a handoff to Shepard, and he has just drilled in the backfield. He'll lose about 2 yards.
And that offensive line needs to start moving some people. The quickness of the defensive line of Archbold is getting the best of Bryan right now and wreaking havoc in that backfield.
Ball is spotted right at the 50-yard line, right inside that gold paw of the 50-yard line. Trips here on the near side. They've actually moved Harold into a slot position. There's one wide out on the far side and should be a neutral zone infraction. Let's see if that's what they call. There was the middle of the line was in Bryan.
Defense, middle guard, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
All right, so it was encroachment, so that'll move things forward 5 yards.
So you settle in those teams that are aggressive if you can change up the snap count a little bit and getting them jumping.
Yeah, the nose guard was right in the middle of the line. Trips here on the near side. They're looking to throw, and a real snap throw to Craig Jackson, and that's just, it was too outside for him.
Yeah, it looked like they had the screen set up there to Jackson, and he thought it'd be closer to the backfield there, and Dylan rifled that in there, and it could be his little fluttering here in his first start.
All right, so now on this near side, it's going to be Logan Moss, and I think that's Trent Wolf in there as well. They're going to throw it to Wolf. Wolf is going to get into the 40-yard line. They're going to say he stayed in bounds right at the 40-yard line. So the Bears are going to be short by about 2 yards here on 4th down again.
Oh, there's Coach Redhead bringing out the punt team again, pin them deep, and the chess match begins.
Absolutely. So the second drive for Bryan results in a punt. They had good field position nearly into territory of Archbold.
Those are good throws to start off with Dylan Dominic. Those are nice and easy throws. He's probably thrown 1,000 times in practice, so you're not asking him to do anything he's never done before.
They come after the punt, and it's caught at the 6-yard line. And Chase Miller will try to drive forward, and let's see where they spot his forward progress. Probably inside the 10. They're going to spot him at the 9-yard line. Craig Jackson comes in on the tackle. So they starting field position for Archbold has been their own 2 and now their own 8. Let's see if the Bears can capitalize this time.
And you love this if you're Coach Redhead right now. You put your defense in these situations here, and Archbold can't do anything stupid. Otherwise, it's going to cost them 2 points or possibly 6.
Bainfeld and Bailey are here on the near side. One tight end as well. One back in the backfield is Carson Dominic. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's rolling to his left. He'll throw. Catch is made. Nice catch by Carter Benfeld. And that is going to be real close to a first down, and he has the first down.
Nice pitch and catch there. Rolling out to his left. Newman fakes the ball inside, rolls out to his left. Great catch there by Bainfeld with that one. He slid and had to reach with everything in him to get that ball.
4:28 and counting here, 1st and 10 for Archbold from their own 19-yard line. Newman in the backfield with Dominic. One wide out here on the near side, one on the far side. Tight end as well. Hand off to Dominic. Dominic will break through the 20-yard line and get stopped at about the 23-yard line, so pick up a 4 here on first down.
Big hole there to run through if you're Dominic, but the Bears close that in a hurry. I think they got lucky on that one.
That'll bring up 2nd and 6. Ball spot at the 23-yard line. Archbold running some new people in. We're going to see Caleb Gigax come in as a wideout. Far side or near side is Gavin Bailey. Gigax goes out to the far side. Dominic is in the backfield with Newman. Newman rolling to his right. Looks to throw, and it is down. The catch is made by Gigax, and that'll be good for another first down. So Archbold moving the ball both with the run and the pass.
And it looks like Newman's getting comfortable with his rollouts here. Both of his completions, the last 2 passes here, have been those rollouts to his right and to his left. Can't make him comfortable if you're Bryan.
Anytime they check in a new wideout, I double cover that guy. Trips here on the near side, one wide on the far side, empty backfield. Newman with it, he'll throw, catch is made, and that's gonna go to Dominic, and through that second effort, he'll pick up the first down. So Archbold now just moving the ball, moving those chains.
And once again, pitch and catch back there. He doesn't hold on to the ball long, finds that little hole in the zone defense and hits his man.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Newman will have Dominic in the backfield with him. They'll go trips on the right side now. That is the wide side of the field. That'll be a handoff to Dominic. He is hit at the 48-yard line, will be tackled at the 50, so he'll pick up 4. And the nose of that football will be right on the 50-yard line.
Throwing the ball the last 2 plays, it looked like Bryan was expecting another pass there, and a hole right in the middle of the defense for the Golden Bears.
So this brings up 2nd and 5 for the Streaks. It's a long 5. And the main stop scoreboard has no score here with 2:38 remaining first quarter. Trips on the far side for Archbold. Looks to throw. It is going to the left side. Bailey all by himself. He has got the side down to the 20, inside the 20, and the Bears let him escape, and he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Wow, nice job by Archbold there. Little fake to the running back and throwing the bubble, and the safety's got to fill the alley right there if you're Bryan, because your cornerback is getting blocked by another receiver, and looked like the DBs there for Bryan were a little faked out, and big play for the Streaks.
So that'll be 1st and 10. We're in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone here. And so that'll put 2 wideouts here on the near side, 1 on the far. Carson Dominic looking to throw now. Newman goes to the left side, and it is caught in the end zone. Wait, let's see. Yes, he is. And they're going to say that Gavin Bailey has the 19-yard touchdown.
I tell you what, from our angle, it looked like he dropped it right into his bread basket. Running to the outside, and Newman dropped a dime there. Ooh.
Oh, he fumbled out of bounds. That's interesting. I don't. Whoa! If that was college, that'd be reviewable.
I think so, and that's unfortunate for the Bears in this situation.
Wow! Looking at that replay, that might not have been a touchdown in college. So let's see it again. If you're watching on BryanSports.com, it looks like he puts it right into his bread basket, but he's bobbling it as it goes out of bounds, and the ball ends up on the turf.
I don't know. Maybe they called that was a little premature call. I'm not sure.
Creighton Kern will come and put the extra point up. So Archbold strikes first, 7-0. Streaks lead. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email Chris at BryanSports.com or call 419-595-0943.
Back out on 296.5, Chris Malanga, Nathan Keel, and Archbold strikes first, 7-0 on the touchdown from DJ Newman to Gavin Bailey. Not saying it wasn't a touchdown, but at least in college it would have been reviewed.
It would have been, but it's going to show up in the box score as a touchdown pass for Newman. And nice job by DJ Newman on that drive. I mean, he was 5 of 5 on there, and they drove it about 94 yards or 95 yards down the field, and the Golden Bears couldn't really stop them.
All right, so Creighton Kern is going to kick off here. Back to receive One side we got Quinn Brown. The other side we've got Mikey Wolf. No, actually that's going to be Corbin Shepard on the other side. Let's see what they'll do here. Main stop scoreboard shows 7-0. 2:18 to play first quarter. Bears' first 2 drives have ended in punts. Catch made at the 8-yard line. This is Quinn Brown out to the 20, to the 30, and he's driven down. It was basically one guy there that if he hadn't caught him, Quinn might have been gone a little bit further.
It feels like the last kick as well, same sort of deal. One guy, 2 guys left out there to catch him, and I don't know, it feels like at some point tonight he might break one.
Absolutely. Now we saw him return kicks against Fairview, but they were all right to the middle, and there was not any effort to go to the outside. And I think that was on purpose.
Yes.
Tonight we're going to see something a little bit different, I think. So doubles on the far side. Going in motion now is going to be Carter Brown. They're going to hand off to Kepler, to Shepard, and he will get nothing.
Once again, a little penetration on the right side, and it just disrupts the play enough for somebody to slow up Shepard and the rest of the streaks to gang tackle in there.
Shepard a little slow to get up here. Hopefully that's not a problem. He's down on the ground, and he is looking like he's not feeling particularly well. We're going to take a quick timeout while they look at Shepard. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Looking for a home on the west side of Bryan? Misty King of Amerimaid Realty has one coming soon at 611 Center Street. This 4-bedroom home offers over 1,800 square feet of living space, separate living and family rooms, large kitchen, updated furnace, an attached garage, a large corner lot, and more. Sound appealing? Well, what if I told you this one's listed for only $139,900? Phone Misty today at 633-4997 to schedule your private tour. That's Misty King of Amerimaid Realty, your hometown real estate pro.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Corbin Shepard is on his feet. He looks like he is limping a little bit. I don't know if it's a knee or what the deal is, but that is not a good situation for the Golden Bears. Already down a couple of players tonight, and now that may include Mr. Corbin Shepard.
Yeah, that's your workhorse if you're Bryan. Luckily, they have a few other options there. Sam Harold's repped it. Mikey Wolf, he's about the 3rd-string running back, so they have some veteran guys there that can tote the ball for him.
Looks like Mikey Wolf is going to come in place of him. Let's see if Shepard is just a little something he tweaked or what the deal is. But right now it's going to be Mikey Wolf in the backfield with Dylan Dominic. Carter Brown will shift back there now too. Dominic with it. They're pressuring him, and he's going to lose yardage. And he loses a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 now, or 3rd and 11 now. So Bryan not moving forward too much on this drive.
Some pressure again, and they're just shooting the gaps. Archbold is. They're getting some penetration early, and those guys have some motors up front. And if you're Archbold right now and you get pressure with 4, that makes things on the back end for your secondary so much easier. You don't have to blitz guys, and you can zone it up a little bit.
Number 70, Mason Siegel, the 6', 220-pound sophomore, has been the guy the last couple of times that has come in off that left defensive end position, and he's coming again. Catch is made. That is to Moss. Moss is going to be gang tackled. One of them is DJ Newman, and the other one is Chase Miller. They'll give him a couple yards, so that'll be a pickup of 3, but that brings up 4th and 8 as we count down under a minute to go here in the first quarter here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. So Bears will have to punt again. Wolf is in to punt now. Archbold should get pretty decent field position on this one.
Yeah, and as we saw last time, it didn't take them long to drive 95 yards, so they're going to have a much shorter field here if things work out how we think they will.
Let's see if the streaks come after it. And Wolf is going to have to quick pick it, and it's going to go right out of bounds, and that's going to be about a net punt of about 15 yards. He's walking it straight back. So Archbold's going to have it on the Bryan 43-yard line after that. The ball ended up on the ground, and Wolf, everything he could do to kick it before Archbold pounced on it.
Yeah, there was some pressure there on the left, coming from his left side, the punter's left side. He tried the best he could and just couldn't get anything on it, and gives Archbold great field position here.
All right, so Archbold will have it now. Newman in at quarterback, looking to throw. He'll find a receiver. That is complete to Hunter Cullen-Lemley. He'll get all the way down inside the 25-yard line down to the 24, and that'll be a quick first down for Archbold.
Yeah, once again, doing it with the pass there. He was completely uncovered there. Easy throw for Newman.
Looks like Archbold wants to get another playoff before the quarter ends. This one's a handoff. Dominic will get to the line, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. And that'll end the first quarter of play with Archbold leading Bryan on the main stop scoreboard. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email chris@bryansports.com or call 419-595-0943.
Last year, all of our stadiums were mostly empty. But this year, things are different. We at Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory look forward to getting back into the stands,
joining our family and friends to cheer on the Bears and enjoy a Friday night of football. We hope you're staying safe and hope to see you soon. Overland Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused. Hope to see you at the game.
Together with some golf, watching college football, and having dinner. Okay, let's give it up for the 1991 state baseball team and their coaches. We're back at Bryan.
Count on the Golden Bear Sports Network. The main stop scoreboard shows Archbold leading Bryan by a score of 7-0. As we enter the second quarter of play, Chris Malanga, Nathan Keel here with you live from Golden Bear Stadium, and Archbold had a real short field after a punt for Bryan that was a quick kick because the snap was fumbled, and so now Archbold will have it 2nd and 7 on the Bryan 21.
And Bryan's had a few things not go their way here, and this is a time where they need to punch back, show some life here, and come up with a big play.
All right, so Newman will have it 2nd and 7 at their own 21 or Bryan's 21-yard line. He'll roll to his left. He's got some pressure in the form of Wolf. He'll find a player, and it is complete. Skipping out of bounds. That is Hunter Cullen-Lemley, and that was kind of a last-ditch effort there.
Yeah, Lemley coming behind the line, so the linebackers, I'm not sure if they could see him, but nice play design by Archbold, and the ball was tipped, and nice focus by the receiver there to come down with it.
Archbold's now in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone. When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Newman has it. He pitches to Dominic. Dominic will hit the line, keep moving, and he's in for the second score of the night for Archbold. I'll tell you what, that was a amazing play. They had Dominic, DJ Newman all wrapped up, and he just pitched it at the last second.
Yeah, and when Newman has the ball, everybody thinks he's going to be the one running it and pitching at the last second there. Nobody on Dominic, and Dominic was able to get ahead of steam about 7 or 8 yards before he was touched, and then drive the rest of the way, drive his legs into the end zone.
So that'll bring up Archbold's second score of the night. That makes it 13-0 with the kick coming from Creighton Kern. And we'll see what happens when the Bears get the ball back here after this one. Low snap, kick is up, and it is no good. So the main stop scoreboard shows 13-0 in favor of Archbold. Back after this in 30 seconds on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan Built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan Built.
Back here on the Golden Bear Sports Network on Q96.5 Sports. Chris Malanga, Nathan Keel. If you're watching on bryansports.com, thank you so much. Archbold was in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone, and they made the connection there as they scored their second touchdown. That was Carson Dominic. And the main stop scoreboard shows 13-0. The extra point was no good. I think it was just a low snap, and then it ended up being wide right.
Yeah, just kind of messed with the timing a little bit there.
Let's see what the Golden Bears can do here with this one. Now we've got coming in, Jalen Dameron. Dameron out the last couple of games, and he is now back in to receive the kickoff alongside young Mr. Quinn Brown. And we'll see what happens here. Kern will be ready to kick off. And the kick is up. It is going to be high and short. Picked up by Brown. He drops it, though. And now he'll head to the 20, out to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, down the sideline. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Nice run by Quinn Brown.
Yeah, Quinn right there, turning on the Jets there, and he almost had the sideline. Again, only about one more guy to beat there, and moving that fast, you put one hand on him there, he's gonna move a little bit. So nice return there, and maybe this sparks the Golden Bears.
The Bears will have decent field position. They're on their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10, 11:36 to go. Dylan Dominic is your quarterback, and now Mikey Wolf is in as your running back. Doubles here on the near side, one on the far side. Man in motion is Wolf. He will go get the ball, and he will go around the end, and he will run into Archbold, but not before picking up about 6 yards, and that was Trenton Wolf. So we got 2 Wolves on the field now, and so Trenton Wolf will get that 7-yard pickup, making it 2nd and 3 now on the 46-yard line.
It's the first time we've seen that tonight, the little jet sweep, and we've seen Bryan try to run the ball inside the tackles there. And it's nice to see him try to get outside there and pick up some positive yards.
Craig Jackson is on the near side here as a wideout. Handoff now to Wolf, and he gets the 1st down and more, and that'll be a pickup of 4, and they go inside Archbold territory at the 49-yard line.
And it looks like Mikey Wolf on that one. Takes a little buck sweep there, and he's got the frontside guard and backside guard pulling, and if you can get outside the tackles there, they've had some luck now the last couple plays.
Now doubles on the near side, nobody on the doubles on the far side, nobody on the near side. Pass is made, and it is going to be incomplete. DJ Newman got a hand on it, but not before it skipped.
Yeah, again, miscommunication possibly. Not sure the quarterback and receivers not on the same page there. It looked like Dylan was throwing a slant there, and his receiver wasn't running the slant.
Yeah, absolutely. There was nobody there but DJ Newman, and that's the wrong person you want to get. Doubles on the far side. One on the near side is Craig Jackson here. He'll hand off to Wolf. Wolf will hit the 50-yard line cross, and he will pick up about a yard or maybe a yard and a half of tough running.
Yeah, and again, hit at the line of scrimmage, and anything he got was on him there.
That'll bring up 3rd and long. They're actually going to give him 2 yards on that one. So Mikey Wolf has come in for Corbin Shepard, who went out with an injury. Shepard still testing that knee on the sideline here, and Archbold again jumps off sides, and so that'll give Bryan 5 more going forward.
Good job by Bryan to hold their water.
So 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense, number 70, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So that'll remain 3rd down, but it's a much closer work of 3rd down as there's just about 3 yards to go.
And you'll take this if you're Bryan. I mean, you got 3rd and short here. That's a very manageable down. You can run, you can pass. Your playbook's open here.
Handoff, Mikey Wolf. Wolf gets bounced off the defender there at the 40, and he's actually going to pick up about a yard, and it could have been much worse. And let's see what they do here. It's 4th down. Well, they're going to look like they're going to punt again.
Yeah, Mikey just ran into a bunch of streaks there, popped it outside, and not able to get anything. No daylight.
What would you do in this situation? Would you punt here too?
I would keep punting. It's still in the first half. It's 13. If you can get a stop and a score, I mean, it's a 1-possession game. It's still early enough.
All right, so here we go. Wolf has it. He will kick it. Much better kick this time. It'll bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. It'll actually roll into the end zone, and so that'll be a touchback, and that'll bring out to the 20-yard line. So the net of that one is basically 21 yards.
Yeah, Mikey got that one off pretty quick there. I think he learned from his last punt. Got to speed things up a little bit.
I'll tell you what, though, Chase Miller did a great job on fielding that punt. He was allowed it to roll into the end zone and kept all the Golden Bears away. I'm sure the Bears would have liked to touch it down there about the 2-yard line.
Absolutely. I thought there for a second that we were going to be able to down that on on the 1 or the 2 yard line there and make them drive 90-some yards again to score, but wasn't to happen on this time around.
Miller did a nice job there on that punt coverage. So that'll bring up Archbold 1st and 10, 9:23 remaining here, second quarter from their own 20-yard line. Main Stop scoreboard shows 13-0 in favor of Archbold. Got one guy with them. Now a man will go in motion. That's Jack Hurst, and it'll be a quarterback keeper. Newman will pick up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Good job of staying home for the defensive line of the Golden Bears there. Newman fakes it, and he tries to run that jet power up in the middle, similar to what we saw Van Wert do a few weeks ago.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Ball is now at the 22-yard line. See what Archbold dials up here. They're up 13. Wide out here on the near side is Carter Benfeld. And empty backfield as they go 4 wide. Quick throw, catch is made, and that's Carson Dominic. They're going to say he caught that. And so that'll be a pickup of about 4 yards. Bryan said he didn't catch it, but the official saw it otherwise.
And they've had some success tonight with that pass as well. It's just about 3 yards to turn around.
Luke Griffer checking in.
I think he just wanted to make sure that I was here tonight.
All right, so this is 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. Trips on the far side, one back in the backfield. Now somebody will shift, Captain Alvarado will shift over to the tight end position, and we're going to get a timeout for Archbold as Coach Dominic didn't like what he saw. So with 8:06 remaining, first half, we will take a timeout. Be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Nice crowd tonight. Good football happening, and beautiful night for football.
Yeah, we got senior night here at Bryan. They're, talk to the 1991 state playoff team there, down there. There's about 7 or 8 of those guys in between a quarter.
If you're joining us on BryanSports.com, you're hoping you're enjoying the video broadcast. We'll be video the next 2 weeks, as next week Delta will come into the house. And it will be live on BryanSports.com. Every game, though, live on Q96.5. Thank you to our radio partners. So now we've got a backfield with DJ Newman and Carson Dominic and trips on the far side. Newman will roll to his left side. Looks to throw. He'll throw downfield. He's got some separation, and catch is made. And that is going to be Carter Bainfeld that makes the catch all the way down to the 21-yard line. He was wide open.
Wow, a little double move there. Great throw. They set that one up, didn't they, out of the timeout. Newman rolls to his left, double move by the receiver, and he was wide open.
So this will bring up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line of Archbold, or of Bryan, rather. This will be a fake handoff. That'll go back to Bainfeld. He'll go left side and pick up about 3 yards. He's out of bounds, and that'll be a pretty decent pickup. He got half of what he needed to get to the line to gain.
Yeah, and Archbold's picking up the pace here. I think after a big play there, they think the Bears might be a little deflated there and coming after him.
Newman comes in from the sideline. Let's see how they line up. He'll have Dominic in the backfield with him. They'll have nobody on the far side, doubles here on the near side. They beef up the package for some protection. This is a handoff. Dominic will go forward. He will pick up about 2 yards, not enough for the first down, but he will get down to the 25 or so, and so they put that extra protection in to help Dominic move forward.
Yeah, and Bryan did a really nice job up front. Their front 6 right now is holding them in the middle there, and Archbold's big plays are coming from the pass game right now and getting outside.
So it's 3rd and 2 now, 7:20 and counting here on the main stop scoreboard. Archbold has it. They're already up 13-0. They've got a single receiver on each side. One back in the backfield is Dominic. Man goes in motion. This is going to be Newman moving forward. He'll get the first down. He'll get down to the 17-yard line, and that'll put them in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone. When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet Napoleon will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime.
Nice play by Newman there. I don't think anybody bought his fake, and they all knew that he was going to keep the ball there and was able to pick up the first down.
So it's at the 17-yard line, 6:52 and counting here first half. Archbold already leading 13-0, and they're in a striking distance here. Newman in the backfield with Carson. Dominic doubles bunched on the far side, and Dominic will go forward again, and he'll pick up about 5 yards. Boy, it looks like he doesn't get very many yards, but then he comes up and it's 5 yards.
Oh, yeah, he's one of those Mike Allstott fullback type of guys, and he puts his head down, drive those legs, and he's going to fall forward, which is going to give him a couple more yards.
So 6:24 and counting now. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. They got 5 on the scoreboard. It's more like 6. But trips here on the near side. Newman has Dominic in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Nope, it is Dominic going forward. And he just pulls people forward and picks up another couple of yards. Doesn't have the first down, so that'll bring up 3rd and short. It'll be 2 to go.
And you're just not going to you're not going to take him down with one guy. You're going to need to gang tackle him up there, and he keeps his legs pumping, and almost for the first down there, it looks like a 3rd and short.
And Archbold's going to take another timeout. What are they? Are they just trying to set something up, you think?
I think so. Just like the last play that they had after the timeout, they went with the double move here. It wouldn't surprise me if they pulled out some trickery here, but honestly, you're at 3rd and 2, and you probably have 2 plays right now to get a first down if you're Archbold. So I'm thinking maybe give the ball to Dominic one more time, see if he can pick up those 2 yards. And if not, I mean, at worst, you got DJ Newman holding the ball back there, which is definitely a good problem to have if you're Archbold.
Absolutely. I want to thank our sponsors bringing the game tonight. They include newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger, and Riggs. Starks Plumbing and Heating, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Jason Beach Automotive Services, by Hooley House Grill Funeral Service, Fackler Monument, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Bryan Parks and Rec, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Mermaid Realty, and American Family Insurance. Thank you to all of you for sponsoring the game tonight. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we've got the Tony Malenga Productions halftime show. We'll hear from the Bryan High School Marching Band and take a look at some stats and some scores from around the region. 3rd and 1, a long one. Trips here on the near side. Carson Dominic in the backfield with DJ Newman. Newman will have it. He'll pitch to Dominic at the last second. Dominic will get the first down, still on his feet, and he's going to go in for the score. They had him right at the first down marker, and he was able to keep going for more.
They did, and again, Newman has the ball whenever he has the ball. All eyes on him, and then as soon as the Bears crashed, pitches it off to Dominic. Once again, I think it was Carter Brown in there trying to take him down, and you're just not going to take Dominic down there with one guy.
Legs keep churning, and so that'll be in for a touchdown, and so they're going to kick the extra point. They're not going to go for 2. They missed the last extra point, but they're not going to go for 2 here, we think. The holder is, the kick is up and good. No good. They're going to say it was wide right again. So the main stop scoreboard shows 19-0 in favor of Archbold with 5:34 remaining. Back after this on the Golden Bear.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. 5:34 and counting. 2 extra points missed now by Archbold. That's not the only mistake they made.
No, that's pretty uncanny by Archbold, actually, to miss those extra points with Kern. But so far, putting up 19 points in the first half. I think if you're Coach Dominic over there with the Streaks, you'll definitely take that, especially a 19-point lead here early on.
Well, the Bears will get the ball back here. Archbold gets the ball to start the second half, so if the Bears do need to get a score, it would be nice to get a score here.
It would be. That would be a confidence booster nonetheless. And they've had pretty good field position to start off after these kickoffs. I mean, Quinn Brown has definitely set them up. It's just moving the ball consistently and not being in those third and long situations where Archbold knows you got to throw the ball.
Let's see if they kick it away from Quinn Brown this time. It is high and short. Brown will come up and get it at the 15-yard line. Head out to the 20, cut to his left to the 25, to the 30, out to the 35-yard line, and that was a saving tackle there by Gavin Bailey, who just stuck his head down and made the tackle.
And it looks like there must be something in the scouting report about those sidelines, because Quinn caught it on one side of the field and ran all the way across the field to the other. He ran about 60 or 70 yards there to gain about 30. So we'll see if how that progresses as the game goes on.
Bears will have it on their own 35-yard line. Look like they're going to hurry. They've got Shepard is back in, it looks like, which is good news for the Golden Bears. And double wideouts on the far side, one here on the near side. They look over to the sideline, and let's see what happens here. It'll be a handoff to Shepard. Shepard will hit the 40-yard line and move in, and he'll pick up 7. And that's a good run for Corbin Shepard after being out.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't tell that he was hurt or came out of the game after that run. Nice pull by the offensive line there, not much penetration. Great job all around.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Moss is going to be the wideout here on the near side. Craig Jackson will go out to the far side. They've got a couple more wideouts there. Sammy Harold's in there. Dominic will roll to his right and he'll throw. Jackson will catch it. Jackson will actually lose yardage on that pass because he was well behind the line of scrimmage when the pass was completed. Archbold came in there in a hurry.
And I actually think Bryan might have had a bubble and go. Dominic looked like he was going to pump fake there to Jackson and throw the ball down the field, but Streaks weren't fooled at all. And then on his escape route there, Dylan threw it off to Craig, so Craig could be the one to get tackled.
Yeah, Craig gets back to the line of scrimmage, so that'll bring up 3rd and 2 now. Dominic will roll to his left-hand side now. He'll throw down the field, and this is going to be picked off by Newman. Newman has it. He's at the right at the 50-yard line. He'll go to the left side down to the 45 to the 40, and he is driven out of bounds on a touchdown-saving tackle by Parker Vollmer.
Not what you wanted to have happen against the Golden Bears.
I don't know where he was looking for down there.
Rolling as a right-hander, rolling to your left is so hard, and he could feel the pressure coming upfield. Couldn't get his shoulders around to throw the ball, couldn't get much on it. And yeah, there wasn't a receiver really in the vicinity. I think he might have overthrown one receiver and underthrown the other.
All right, so that brings up 1st and 10 for the Streaks. They have it on Bryan's 38 with great field position. 4:09 remaining here on the main stop scoreboard. They already lead 19-0.
Tell you what, you need a stop right here if you're Coach Redhead.
And I'll tell you what, if I'm Coach Dominic, I draw up my trick play right here and get it right in.
Yep.
Be the dagger.
After a turnover.
They'll hand off to Dominic. Carson Dominic will hit the 30-yard line, almost to the first down. Just shy of the 30. And we go under 4 minutes to play here, first half. That'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Carson Dominic running the ball very well here in the second quarter. And Coach Dominic's thinking, let's just keep feeding the beast here.
So many Dominics playing. We got Coach Dominic. We got 2 players on Archbold named Dominic. Our starting quarterback's Dominic. It's too many Dominics.
Yeah, maybe we should just stick to first names.
That's right. So now we've got a near side here is Bainfeld. Watch him. He's the guy that has been targeted the last couple of times. Newman with it. He'll go back. He'll look to throw to the side. It is caught. That is Gavin Bailey, and he will get it down inside the 20-yard line where he's driven out of bounds.
Yeah, a little pitch and catch once again. Just running a little curl there, a little stop route. Newman had it gone before he even turned around.
That'll put them in the Diamond and Gold Outlet Red Zone. When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet Napoleon will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. So 3:09 remaining here. 19-0. Archbold already has the lead, and they have it 1st and 10 on the Bryan 19-yard line. Handoff. Carson Dominic, he'll go forward. He'll get down to the 15-yard line, pick up a 4.
Nice job by the offensive line there of Archbold, getting some movement there on the big boys there up front of the Golden Bears.
So 2:45 remaining. It's counting here. The Bears need to get a stop here.
And if you're Archbold, you don't want to give Bryan too much time.
Absolutely.
Still got you got one timeout left if you're Archbold.
Newman has it. He'll go to his right side. This looks to be a keeper. He'll move forward. Flag comes down. I think we're going to get a we're going to get a penalty on Archbold, maybe a block in the back. Number 54 for Archbold, Brian Burrows, was tied up with a Golden Bear. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
There's some penetration there. Looks like maybe possibly a hold. A good job by Carter Brown nonetheless. Carter was the edge setter there and forced Newman in, so he wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Offense, number 81, 10-yard penalty, you spot the foul. Repeat, second down.
So 10 yards from the spot takes you back to the 25-yard line, so they'll need to get a pickup of 15 yards to 16 yards to get a first down.
And if you're Archbold, you got 3 plays to do this.
Yep, absolutely you do. And the time is okay. You can leave Bryan with no time.
Absolutely. And you still have that timeout in your pocket. Playbook is wide open yet again.
One receiver on the far side, 2 here on the near side. Newman rolling to his right, looking left. He'll throw down the field, and Gomez will pick it up. Josiah Gomez, the receiver who will pick up the touchdown, and Newman rolled right, went left.
Yeah, and we've seen that play from Archbold over the years there. As he gets the snap there, he rolls out right, make it look like a rollout. Running back out of the backfield, it's tough to pick him up. If you're a DB there, that's tough to find.
Yeah, Sam Harrell was in there in coverage, and let's see if Archbold can kick this extra point. That makes it 25-0 with 2 minutes left to go here in this quarter. Snap is down, kick is up, and that is good. So that makes it 26-0. 2 minutes exactly left on the main stop scoreboard. Archbold leads. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond & Gold Outlet in Napoleon. Let me introduce you to Dave and Sam. Between the two of them, they have almost 60 years experience diagnosing and fixing anything with 4 wheels. Dave and Sam at Jason Deeds Collision and Service fix the problems your last mechanic couldn't. Just ask John from Montpelier.
Bring it in on Tuesday. I'll call you Tuesday night, tell you what the problem is with it, and tell you how much it's going to be to fix it. That's exactly what he did.
When your vehicle needs repaired, take it to Dave and Sam at Jason Deeds Collision and Service.
You can have something positive here going into the half. This has been one of their better plays here of kickoff return, and let's see if Quinn Brown can bust one here. But once again, just have something positive, and you can't turn the ball over here with 2 minutes to go, because as we've seen with Archbold's offense, they're a quick strike offense, and if there's any time left on the clock, they have the possibility of scoring.
And we said they really didn't want to score that quickly, but yet the play afforded itself, and that's what they did.
Yeah, and if you're not careful here, you could find yourself. If you're Bryan, you could find yourself playing defense again real quick.
So 2 minutes exactly on the clock. Kern is going to kick this one off. This one will come down to Dameron. He'll catch it at the 10-yard line. He'll get out to the 15, dance around to the 20, and he's going to be at the 20.5-yard line, where the Bryan Golden Bears will start with not great field position.
Now, if you're Bryan here, you kind of want to try to run the ball and play for the halftime at this point. You don't want to give the ball back to the streets, because we've seen their offense in motion so far.
It's a quick strike offense, so let's see what they do here. We've got Trenton Wolf is in the slot position, and then Logan Moss here on the near sideline. Craig Jackson's on the far sideline. Dylan Dominic, your quarterback tonight. Corbin Shepard in the backfield with him. Shepard was injured earlier but has since returned. This will be Shepard. Shepard will get to the 25-yard line, push forward, and we'll get to the 26. And that'll be a good pickup of 5 here on first down.
Yeah, if they could consistently do that up front, I think their offense would be in a much better position than it is now.
Dominic looks to throw. He throws to the right side. Catch is made by Brown, and he gets more, and all the way out to the 37-yard line. That's Carter Brown picking up that one.
Nice job by Dylan Dominic on the throw there. Again, hit him right in the chest.
You're listening to this one on Q96.5 WQCT Bryan. All legal now. Doubles here on the near side, doubles on the far side. Looking to throw Dominic. He throws down and catch is made. It was over a defender. Steven Diller was in there and tried to swipe that one away, and somehow the receiver came down with it.
Yeah, nice job by Dominic there to keep the ball alive, keep the play alive, and Carter Brown kind of boxing out his defender there to make the catch.
Bears on the move. They're inside Archbold territory. Dominic will roll to his left now, and he's going to run into a whole bunch, and he is taken down. And I tell you what, that looked like he was taken down by the helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about that.
And Coach Red had taken a timeout. But, yeah, it did look like they took him down by the helmet there, or at least the very top of the shoulder pads, and some broken coverage on the left side of the offensive line.
We're just going to keep it right here and tell you that the main stop is open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Get in and get those drinks for 79 cents.
All right, yeah, looking forward to that.
Coming up, we've got the Tony Malenga Productions halftime show. We're going to show you the Bryan High School Marching Band, and we'll talk about some stats, and they don't look super pretty for the Golden Bears right now.
No, I mean, it's been all Archbold so far in this first half. And but as you can see, the last couple plays here, Dylan Dominic, 27 yards on his last 2 completions. Getting comfortable, we'll see in the second half.
You know, early in the season when we talked to Coach, he said that Dylan was going to play along with Jace Kepler. Kepler obviously has been the starter and done all the snaps basically for the whole season, but now he has found himself in quarantine. And now we're going to see Dylan Dominic and see what he can do. He seems to have been getting a little bit more comfortable, as you said.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's a junior now, and he's played a lot, and I mean, he's had a lot of reps in practice. And just knowing him, I know he practices each week. Like, he could get some snaps in the game on a Friday night.
2nd and 17. Ball is on the Bryan 49. Dominic looks to roll. He throws, catches. Oh, broken up. He had Trenton Wolf there. And 2 defenders came on, and again, Dominic took another hit.
Yeah, and Dylan's at the point now, I think he's not trusting of his offensive line, and it's survival back there, and threw it to Trent Wolf, and none other than DJ Newman laying the wood on Wolf to break up the pass.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 17. Still 53 seconds to go here, first half, and the Golden Bears, it would be nice if they got a first down here.
Yes, some positivity going into the half and something to build on, and I know the coaches will talk about that at half. Things have not been terrible in the pass game. It's just cleaning up protections and the little things at this point.
And the protections were not great for Jace Kepler. Dominic throwing downfield, and it's a jump ball. Carter Brown and Archbold, and let's see who has it. They're going to say that's an interception. They're still fighting down there for that one. Wow.
Man, I give Dylan a little bit of credit there to try to let his receiver make a play. It looked like it was dual possession there, and usually that goes to the receiver, but the officials saw it otherwise.
That was intercepted by Jack Hurst, so now Archbold will have it with 44 seconds to go. Let's see if they try to put the gas on here, or if they just take a knee and take it to halftime. They're already up 26-0 here with 44 seconds to go. I anticipate them handing off and looking to break a play here.
I do too, but who knows?
So 1 on the far side, 2 receivers here on the near side. This will be a keeper for Newman. Newman will get to the 30, cross the 30, and he will be driven down. And in on the tackle on that one was 55 Parker Ballmer. Archbold doesn't appear to be hurrying.
No, I think they're happy with this lead that they've built so far, and coming out with the ball in the second half, I think they're pretty content.
I don't know that they even need to snap it here as the play clock hasn't started. I don't know why that play clock hasn't started, but I think they're just going to get happy going to halftime with a 26-point lead and see what they can do in the second half. They do get the ball to start the second half, and so that is something that we're going to look at. So at the end of the first half of play, the main stop scoreboard shows Archbold 26, Bryan nothing. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Newcomer Schaefer. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
They set the fire for 20 minutes.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga Nathan Keel here with you. They're going to set the clock to 20 minutes. So we are in the Tony Malenga Productions halftime show. Tony is providing the live video stream right now on BryanSports.com. You can call Tony at 419-595-0943 for all your production needs. Chris Malenga, Nathan Keel with you. And Coach, just a rough start to the game here for the Golden Bears in that first half.
Certainly not what you wanted if you're Bryan. And if you're Archbold, I mean, you had that 90-some yard drive there in the first quarter, and then you got your run game going with Carson Dominic. And when he can get going, it opens up things for DJ Newman. And, man, they're a tough team to stop when they have that run game, pass game going. And we'll see what they can do, or what Bryan can do here in the second half of these adjustments.
All right, so let's take a look at some stats here. Archbold has scored on most everything they've had. I don't think they've had a punt, have they?
No, they had one punt early on after
yep.
their first possession there, and then when we look at everything else, you got DJ Newman here. DJ is 11 of 12 throwing the ball with almost 200 yards, and he's got 2 passing TDs. And then you look at Carson Dominic. He's toted the ball about 12 times here for right around 60 or 70 yards. And then if you look at Bryan offensively, Dylan Dominic, 7 of 12 for 51 yards. He's got 2 interceptions there, that one late, and then the one earlier when he was rolling to his left. And then you got Corbin Shepard here. Corbin's only ran the ball for about 8 times, and he's got about 25 yards on him. He was injured there, had the injury early on, which he was able to come back from. But I would say right now it's been all Archbold.
Absolutely. So the Golden Bears have struggled. The pressure on Dominic is not necessarily indicative of a new quarterback as much as it is Bryan has not traditionally protected the quarterbacks well the last couple of weeks. As Coach said with Kepler, he had a little too much pressure on him, a little too many hits he took. Yeah,
and I mean, with the competition that they faced the last couple weeks, this is certainly a step up, with no disrespect to the other teams, Maumee and Fairview, but Archbold's another beast, especially league play. You tend to know each other a little bit better. You tend to ramp things up a little bit, and that offensive line is not giving Dylan Dominic a whole lot of time to throw the ball. And on the turn of things there, if you look at DJ Newman, he's had all sorts of time to throw the ball, and a lot of those plays have happened because of the protection.
A couple of those big plays for Newman in that half were definitely those ones where it looked like he was going to keep it, and in the last second he pitched to Carson Dominic. How important is it to have a running back like Carson Dominic, 205, 5'10", that is just going to be kind of the bruiser to move forward?
When you have a running back like Carson Dominic and you know that he can pick you up yards, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to give him the ball, knowing that he can pick up those 4 or 5 yards. Now, he may not bust one for 80 yards, but if you have those running backs that can get you those tough yards, you take him any day of the week.
Let's talk about the other side with definitely Corbin Shepard. He's a back. He's 5'7", 174, so a little slimmer. But he's a guy that is going to be reliable. You're going to hand him the ball, and he's going to get you yardage.
Yeah, if you didn't know any better, if you just looked at his statistics, you would think he's the size of Dominic on the other side. But he's the same way. He falls forward. He gets you those yards. Both running backs drive their legs. They do a heck of a job there. And Corbin Shepard, he has been the workhorse for Bryan so far this season. Second quarter, he was out a little bit with that knee injury, ankle injury. We're not sure yet on that. But that kind of hurt Bryan's offense a little bit because they kind of lose their identity there. They're without Kepler, and then they're without Shepard, and who's going to step up there? And it was some murky waters for the Bryan offense.
Yeah, so if you're Coach Redhead, what are you saying to your team inside the
you try to stay positive with them. I know it's 26 points, and it seems like insurmountable, but it's making plays defensively. It's getting some stops here, not letting them get to 3rd and short, making it a 3rd and long, tackling Newman in the open field. So you want to try to stay positive, and offensively, let's just get on the board. Because if you can get on the board and you're Bryan, you can kind of see, okay, what did we have to do? Dylan Dominic there in the second quarter, he had 2 completions for 27 yards. Those were positive plays. So you got to focus on those right now because you can't dwell on things and let things get worse at this point.
Absolutely. You are in the Tony Malenga Productions halftime show. Tony providing the live video stream right now on BryanSports.com. Contact Tony at 419-595-0943 for all your production needs. Want to thank all of our sponsors bringing you this halftime report in the game tonight. They include American Family Insurance, Krill Funeral Service, AmeriMade Realty, Hooley House, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, Jason Deach Automotive Services, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Bryan Parks and Rec, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Breininger and Rakes, and Fackler Monument all bring you the game tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network on Q96.5 and BryanSports.com. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will hear the Bryan High School Marching Band. All that coming up after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email Chris at BryanSports.com or call 419-595-0943.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network halftime. The main stop scoreboard shows 26-0 in favor of Archbold. Chris Malenga, Nathan Keel with you, and Archbold only had one punt. It was their first punt of the game, and after that they have been pretty stellar on all their drives. They've actually taken advantage of a couple of Bryan turnovers.
Yeah, it's kind of the Archbold offense that we've seen so far this season. Nothing new or unexpected. And then if you look at their touchdowns here, they got Newman had a 19-yard pass. He had a 25-yard pass. And then you had Dominic with the 2 option runs. And that option's a bear because you don't want to let Newman pass the ball, so you got to cover him. And then you got nobody for the pitch man, who's Dominic. And, again, he's building that head of steam, and it's going to take a pack of Bears to take him down.
Absolutely. So we're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Bryan High School Marching Band after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Need a new look? Hooley House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Hooley House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Hooley House, 419-553-0100.
Luck in this game.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Chris Malenga, Nathan Keel. We're going to hear from the Bryan High School Marching Band right now here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Bryan getting ready to take the field here at halftime. Again, 26-0 Archbold in favor of the Golden Bears.
On the clear and sunny morning of September 11, 2001, at 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center. This event, plus the attack on the South Tower, the Pentagon, and the heroic act of United Flight 93, marked the beginning of the largest terror attack on American soil. We did not cower in fear as our enemies wanted, but instead we rose united. In the 20 years since the sacrifices of that day, they can be seen in the memorial at the Fulton County Fairgrounds, the death of PFC Brandon J. Kreischer on July 29th of 2019, and the 13 service members recently killed on August 29th. We would like to honor the selfless and fearless response by our military, police, fire, emergency workers, and numerous volunteers. Additionally, we would like to honor the 2,977 people who lost their lives that day and the many others who have passed since. We ask that all current or past members of law enforcement, fire, rescue, and military please stand and be recognized for their efforts. We now ask everyone to please rise at this time as we take a moment of silence to remember that day and those that have given so much. Thank you. Trench coats, Dakota rings, x-ray glasses, and special pens with invisible ink are all spy-related items. Tonight, the Bryan Marching Band is going to introduce you to spy-themed music. Our show, based on the B-side of a 2002 compilation album titled Shenanigans. It's a spy-influenced instrumental tune with a spy guitar and a strong horn section. Here is Espionage by Green Day. For your eyes only, Live and Let Die, Thunderball, A View to a Kill, Nobody Does It Better Than Skyfall are just a few famous James Bond themes. But our composer of our second chart described his contribution to it as a peculiar mix of low rock figure, brass sound, and a bridge, something like a Dizzy Gillespie bebop phrase. The producers only wanted a little 2-minute long theme, but the rest is movie and music history. Here is the Bryan Marching Band performing the James Bond theme, arranged by John Barry. We close our spy-themed show with the Henry Mancini instrumental chart from 1963. It's been used in television, video games, anime, and movies. It's most associated, though, with Inspector Clouseau, the bumbling and inept detective played by actor the late Peter Sellers. From the similarly named 1963 movie, here is the Bryan Marching Band's closer, the Pink Panther theme. School Marching Band is under the direction of Miss Stephanie Hall. Miss staff assistant Vinny Amarillo and tournament coach Vinny Andrews. The field commanders are senior Ethan Shirley and junior Lydia Shirley. The marching band would like to compliment the Archbold Marching Band on the performance this evening. They thank everyone with an applause. Wish you a safe drive home and a great weekend. We also encourage you to stop by the refreshments stand and get your 20, 21, 22 band discount card. Only $10, but it'll save you
All right, the Bryan High School marching band halftime. Archbold leads Bryan 26-0. We're going to take a timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, Breininger, and Rakes has served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years, and they provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomer Schaefer, Spangler, Breininger, and Rakes also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Halftime here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Nathan Keel, and we've had a lot of games in our area get canceled. Strikers games canceled for the second week in a row. Edgerton got canceled, and I think they're going to play the Cardinals Stritch on tomorrow, and so there's a bunch of games. We have a few scores for you.
Yeah, it's hard to keep, definitely hard to keep track of. So we have Liberty Center 21. We have Liberty Center 21. Technical difficulties fighting through. LC 21, Wauseon 13. We got Northview 17, Napoleon 0. In the GMC, then we have Tenora 8, Antwerp 7. Tight one there.
Wow.
Fairview 7, Paulding 0. A little defensive battle. Wayne Trace 20, Hicksville 0. And then in the NWAL, we have Delta 30, Evergreen to 6, and PH is cruising along 35-0 over Swanton.
A couple of those scores surprised me. The Liberty Center Wauseon score surprised me immensely because I thought Wauseon was the top of the cream of the crop in the league.
Yeah, I agree. And LC, off to the early season, they were gangbusters. So, yeah, that kind of surprises me. And then if you look in the GMC, Tenora 8, Antwerp 7, I mean, Antwerp coming off an 0-10 season and Tenora returning quite a few starters. We got a game there.
Our opponent next week, Delta, up on Evergreen. Evergreen, sadly, we saw that they have lost their JV football program this year. They're not having a JV team anymore due to low numbers, and there's only so many. I didn't know there was only so many quarters you could play in an entire season, and they've just had to suspend that program, and so that becomes a little more challenging. So Delta in here next week. Again, the game will be live on Q 96.5 and also bryansports.com as always as we're home, and then heading on that road to do those two back-to-back road trips, Patrick Henry and Liberty Center. So here in this one, it is Archbold up 26-0. The bad part is they get the ball back here to start the second half, and so Bryan hopefully has gone in, cleaned a couple things up, and hopefully will continue to play some defense here and maybe keep this game tight.
And if you're an optimist like me, I'm thinking it's an opportunity to stop DJ Newman here if you're the Golden Bears and see what you can do, because let's face it, you haven't been able to do it all night, and that's a tough task, and nobody's been able to really do it. But it puts your defense to a test, and you want to be able to fight for 4 quarters as well. So let's see what the Golden Bears have here in the second half.
It's been the Tony Malenga Productions halftime show. For live streaming, videography, sound, and other production needs, contact Tony Malenga Productions at 419-595-0943. Back to receive for the Blue Streaks, Carter Bainfeld, number 16, and Chase Miller is the other one back there. Quinn Brown will be kicking off. First kickoff for Quinn. It's caught at the 10-yard line, out to the 15. Out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and draw down in Bryan territory. The kicker, Quinn Brown, and Tayson Dekrosh also chase him down.
That's a good job by the return team of Archbold there. They had a hat on a hat, and he was able to bust a big one there.
That was actually Jack Hurst, by the way. 15 and 16 look alike. And so Jack Hurst with the thing, and now the Archbold's going to have it at the 44-yard line of Bryan. Not a good way to start for the Golden Bears.
No, not. I'm sure that's not what they talked about at halftime.
All right, so one receiver on the left side. Newman fakes the handoff. Now he'll go around the right side, left side rather. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's going in.
He gone.
He gone. You're right. And quickly, just one play, and Archbold has added to this lead at 32-0.
Yeah, you didn't see that in the first half. He didn't bust a big long run there until now. And again, big play off the kickoff there. Newman gets the ball. We lose contain on that side of the field, and he takes full advantage of it. And I tell you, when he gets in the open field, you're just not going to catch him.
11:37 remaining here. 32-0 Archbold on top of things. Kern able to come in and kick now, and he is now 2 of 4 for extra points. Let's see how he does here. This one is up. Kick is up and through the uprights. So 33-0 on the main stop scoreboard. 11:37 remaining here. Third quarter. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports.
When was the last time you had your precious jewelry cleaned? Diamond and Gold Outlet will professionally clean your jewelry, and it won't cost you a dime. Let Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon clean your jewelry today.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email chris@bryansports.com or call 419-595-0943.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Archbold has taken a early third quarter lead at 33-0. They took the opening kickoff all the way back into Bryan territory, and one play later, DJ Newman was off.
Yep, and usually a big play is followed by another sort of shot at the end zone there, and lost contain again, and haven't done that much all night, and he made you pay.
Now we will start the running clock as Archbold is now up by more than 30. The clock will only stop at a change of possession, an injury, and there's a couple other reasons, a score, I think. And so that'll severely speed this game up as Bryan is down to Archbold by a score of 33-0. Let's see if Quinn Brown or Damron can take one here. It is deep to Brown. Brown will catch it at the 8-yard line to the 10, to the 15, out to the 14-yard line. And that time, Quinn did not get a good jump.
No, and guess who came over that tackle? That was Carson Dominic.
And Dominic has, 50 pounds on him?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So the clock is just going to continue to roll here. Once this ball is snapped, or once it's set, it's going to go. We're at 11-11, so we're going to see this one tick away very quickly. If it gets below 30, the clock will go back to normal rules. So if the Bears are able to score here, it would send it back to normal rules. So right now, Dylan Dominic in at quarterback. He's got Shepard with him. He'll hand to Shepard. Shepard will try to go to the right side and finds no room, and he will get out to the 15, pick up about a yard.
And again, the swarming defensive line, not doing anything different that they did in the first half here. And Bryan's got to fire off the line there and get into them. They definitely have a size advantage on almost every team that they'll play.
Doubles here on the near side for receivers. One wide out on the far side. Back in the backfield now, Trent Wolf comes in motion. They'll hand to Wolf. Wolf will go around the right side, and he won't get very far. He'll pick up maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, and there's that jet sweep. He picked up 6 yards in the first half on that, and just no room to run there. And good job by the Streaks there, setting the edge.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Trenton Wolf is in. Logan Moss is Wolf's in the slot. Logan Moss is here on the near side. We've got one wide out on the far side. That's Craig Jackson. Sammy Harold in there as tight end. Shepard in the backfield. Dominic looks to throw. He'll throw deep. He's got Craig Jackson wide open, and Jackson ends up on his back in the Archbold sideline. And good coverage on the play by Archbold. I think that was number 9, Stephen Diller, that had that cover. Actually, no, it was 12, Chase Miller.
He had a clean, Dominic there had a clean pocket to throw out of. Stepped up, and a good job by him. And he did throw it to where only his receiver could get it, and good coverage by the Streaks.
Well, that'll bring up 4th and 8. And that means the Bears are going to punt. Quinn Brown is standing on his... Oh, we've got an injured player down, it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's Craig Jackson behind the bench there.
Oh, he went out hard, yep. All right, we're going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Need a new look? Holy House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Holy House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Holy House, 419-553-0100.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 33-0. Clock is stopped with 9:21 remaining third quarter. Appears that Craig Jackson got injured on that out-of-bounds play over on the Archbold sideline. And here's the play. And he just hobbled out of bounds. You saw him land hard there in the replay if you're watching on BryanSports.com. I don't know if he got caught up with the defender or what. Can you run that one more time there, Tony? And let's look at that one more time. The pass you said was pretty accurate, out to where only his receiver could catch it, and he just got caught up there on the out of bounds there, and that's where he is currently. So they're taking a look at him right now, and tough road here for the Golden Bears, down 33-0 with a running clock.
Yeah, and at this point in the game too, what you want to do if you're Bryan is start working on things. You have a lot of season left in front of you. This is only game 4. You got 6 games ahead of you. And a lot of the league left, and there's not been too many times where the league champ's gone undefeated, so they could lose tonight, and then who knows what happens the rest of the way.
So Craig Jackson up, walking all the way across the field. Again, he was on the track basically over on the Archbold sideline there. He looks to be limping, but he looks to be okay. He's not needing any help to get over there, so maybe just tweaked a little something.
Yeah, and knowing Craig, he's had some injury issues in the past. So he might have tweaked a knee or might have tweaked an ankle or something like that, and hopefully he can heal up.
So it's 4th and 8. Bears are going to punt, and Quinn Brown is standing at his own 4-yard line to punt this one away. Back to receive is Chase Miller. Snap. Punt is up. It'll drop. It'll go into the – and it's going to go right out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That was Mikey Wolf punting, excuse me. So that's about the best field position you could have after that kind of situation.
Yeah, and again, when we talk about the winning the field position battle early on, it's much easier to score a touchdown from the 49 going in as opposed to what Archbold had to do earlier. Although they make it look easy wherever they have the ball, they would much rather have the ball here than they would have to drive it 80 or 90 yards like they did earlier.
We'll see if we're going to see any of the Archbold subs come in. Right now I see out there couple of new faces. Well, Hunter Cullen Lemley has had that one pass thrown to him. Ben Feld's out there. We're seeing Caleb Gigex out there. He's had a catch or two. Trips on the near side. Looks like they're not going to just lay down and die. They're just going to continue to do what they do. Carson Dominic will have it. He'll hit the hole, and he will go forward for about 3 yards.
You got Cade Brenner in as the new quarterback here. Sophomore.
6'1", 145 pounds.
That's the last thing you want to do is keep Newman in a game like this. Something happened, and there's really no excuse at this point.
I think we're also going to see a new running back try to get that number for you. Archbold doesn't have their numbers on their side, so you got to wait till they turn. So Brenner with it. He will hand off. And this is, I believe, Lucas Dominic in the backfield. Yep, Lucas Dominic, a 5'11", 165-pound sophomore. So, again, another Dominic on the field.
Well, I think there's an ordinance there in Archbold is to have a football season, you got to have a Dominic on the roster.
There you go. So, a loss of a yard there, and Brenner is continuing to be the quarterback here tonight. He'll run back all the way over. I tell you what, the hash mark on the near side here, he has to run all the way over to his coach on the far side and then all the way back.
Hey, that's why they condition.
Wind sprints,
right?
like. So Dominic in the backfield, and he has got Cade Brenner is the quarterback. It'll be pitched to Dominic. Nope, actually that's not going to be Dominic. That's Josiah Gomez who has come in. Gomez will move forward for about 3 yards. Hard as we get some subs in there to know the numbers. And now we're going to see Newman come in to punt. because it's fourth and in about 6.
Yeah, special teams are hard to make those substitutions real quick on, so a lot of times coaches will just stick to their varsity special teams.
This will be just the second punt, if it is indeed a punt. It is just the second punt of the game for Archbold. Back is, I believe, back to return is Carter Brown. Got to clean the windows here. Kick is up, and Brown will make the catch, and he will head to the 20-yard line, and he gets out to the 22-yard line. Got an injured Archbold player, that's Jack Hurst, that is down currently, and that was Quinn Brown that caught that punt. Jack Hurst down. Looks like he may just have a cramp, though.
Hopefully he's all right on that. I mean, you'd hate to see somebody get hurt in a position like this, up 33-0.
Absolutely. So it looked like, I wondered if Brown was going to originally fair catch that.
It looked like he was. Like he had his hand almost halfway up, you know. And I think I saw an Archbold player talking to the official, like it looked like he fair caught it. But they didn't call it, and Brown was able to pick up a few yards.
All right, I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game all season long. They include American Family Insurance, Amerimaid Realty, Andrews O'Neill Low, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Fackler Monument, Curl Funeral Service, Hooley House, Jason Deach Automotive Services, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger, and Ricks. We are in the third quarter. It is 33-0 in favor of the Blue Streaks. We are in a running clock situation. There is an injured Blue Streak down on the field, and now we've got Dr. Seaman coming out to take a look at him, and
maybe it's more than a
yeah,
cramp.
it looked like a cramp, though. They were looking at his leg, and we're going to take a step away for this timeout, injury timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports.
This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email Chris at bryansports.com or call 419-595-0943.
At Krill Funeral Service, we know family is a broad term. A family member comes in all sizes and shapes. They can also be fluffy with 4 legs and a tail, but they're all part of your family. They can go on vacations with us, they're at the center of the parties, and often they're the ones that are there during the toughest of times. When the time comes to say goodbye to those very special family members, we at Krill Funeral Service are here with the environmentally friendly choice for aftercare. Krill Funeral Service. We're here for your entire family.
And the injured Jack Hurst for Archbold is now up, and we'll get back to action here. 33-0, Bears trail over the Blue Streaks. 6:33, third quarter. We are in a running clock situation.
And if you're able to get some of the subs in, I'm both Bryan and Archbold, it's kind of nice because as we've seen here, getting guys reps with contact tracing or injuries, it's hard to do early on in the season. So it's nice to get them in.
All right, so the Bears will have it. Shepard is with Dylan Dominic, your quarterback. Shepard now moves to his left side. Double receivers near, one wide out far. Hand off to Shepard. Shepard will cross the 25-yard line to the 30, close to a first down. Got short by about a yard, it looks like.
Yeah, nice job by Corbin Shepard. When he gets outside there, he kind of turns on the jets and able to pick up about 9 yards on the run.
So good move for the young man, the senior. And doubles on the near side, one wide out on the far side. Another dose of Shepard. Shepard will try to get the first down. This time he might actually lose a yard. But forward progress, I think, gives him the first down.
Yeah, it looks like the far side official's gonna give it to him.
So that's another first down for the Golden Bears. They're moving here with 5:32 and counting in a running clock situation. Main stop scoreboard shows 33-0 in favor of Archbold. Now they'll go trips on the far side. Trenton Wolf is in there, as is Maddox Langendorfer. Back in the backfield is Shepard. Dominic with it. He'll look to his right. He'll throw down the field. Catch is made. Logan Moss, and that'll be another first down for the Golden Bears, a pickup of 12.
Nice throw there by Dylan Dominic, and I'm not sure if that receiver's Craig Jackson on the far side there, but he thought the ball was going to him, and then that was Logan Moss. Nice job by Moss.
So that'll bring up another first down for the Bears. 33-0 here, 4:50 remaining. Another throw coming, and Dominic will go down. And that was number 51, Gabe Chapa, that came in and took him right down. Unblocked, it looked like.
Yeah, that pressure through the middle is the quarterback's worst nightmare, and Dylan not able to escape as he's looking downfield for his receiver. And by the time he looked and he saw Chapa, it was lights out.
Bears quickly up there, trips here on the near side, one wide out on the far side, back in the backfield. So Dominic will look to roll. He'll throw quick. Catch is made by Shepard. Shepard will have it to the 40, to the 30, and he crosses the 30-yard line. Big play action to Shepard.
Yeah, nice job. It's that little rollout screen pass. So Dominic rolls to the left. Shepard acts like he's blocked and sneaks out to the right there. And an over-pursuing defense that Archbold has, those screens tend to work well.
Caleb Gigax comes in for Archbold and makes the tackle. Trips here again on the near side. Nobody on the far side. Shepard in the backfield with Dylan Dominic. Dominic will have it, looks to throw now. He'll be flushed out. He'll throw. Jump ball, and it's going to be an interception. Nope, they're going to say it's incomplete. Carter Benfelt was up there. It was one Golden Bear and two Archbold Blue Streaks.
Yeah, it looked like Dylan threw into double coverage there, and he might have had that predetermined before he let the ball go. And they got lucky there that was an incomplete pass.
That makes it 2nd and 10. Ball is at the Bryan 30 or the Archbold 32-yard line for Bryan. 3:15 and counting here. Running clock situation as Archbold leads 33-0. Handoff. Shepard. Shepard will try to work around his defenders. He'll cross the 30 to the 25, inside the 25, and he's hit out of bounds inside the 23-yard line.
And Shepard's ran that play about 3 or 4 times tonight. He's picked up 5, 6, or 7 yards almost every single time. He follows both guards along to the outside, able to get the edge.
2:45 and counting. Trips on the far side. They'll hand off to Shepard. Shepard tries to get to the 20-yard line. Flags come in.
27.
It's going to be a false start on the Golden Bears.
I think they call that on 27 on Corbin Shepard. Getting ahead of the game there.
Let's see. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Formation, illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
Boy, he sounds like he's ready to go home.
I think so, yeah.
A little low energy there.
Yeah. He probably saw the scoreboard.
So that makes it 3rd and 6 as we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Again, clock is running. Trips on the far side. And now they look over to the sideline here. Dominic looks over along with Corbin Shepard. Dominic will have it. He'll throw a quick throw. Maddox Langendorfer. And that'll be inside the 23. Did the official have his mic on still?
I think so.
I think he did. So catch is complete. That's down close to a first down. It'll be about a yard short. That'll bring up 4th down. Got to believe that down 33 you're going to go for this here.
Yeah, with the running clock, you might as well at this point. And I don't think Archbold's trying to embarrass anybody either. So I think they'll continue to run the ball and try to work on some things.
So doubles on the near side, left side here. One wide out on the far side, which is the right side. Shepard will have it. He'll get down inside the 20, get the first down, and he'll be down at the 18-yard line. Good move there again by Shepard.
Yeah, again, both guards pull in there. Shepard follows him up through the hole, able to get the edge. And when those defensive ends are pretty aggressive and they pinch in like that, getting the edge is pretty easy for Shepard.
All right, Salisbury 1st and 10, ball at the 19. Bears are in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone for the first time tonight. Shepard will take it forward and get to about the 16-yard line for a pickup of 2. Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. When it comes to diamond, size does matter. You'll get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet. So 2nd and 8 yards. Double wideouts on the right side. Shepard's in the backfield with Dylan Dominic. Logan Moss is the wideout here on the near side. Hand off to Nope, it's a fake. It's a throw to Sam Harold. Sam Harold will get it inside the 5-yard line. And yeah, that is Sam Harold, and he makes the catch, and they were trying to strip it the whole way.
Yeah, nice pop pass there. It was faking it to Shepard because you've given it to him all night. And you had Harold across the middle there, and Harold did a good job of securing the ball there and not giving it up.
That is going to be the end of the third quarter. Nope, they're going to stop it. Let's see what they are going to do here. Now they're winding the clock. So that will end the third quarter of play. So the main stop scoreboard shows 33-0 in favor of Archbold. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Need a new look? Holy House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Holy House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Holy House, 419-553-0100.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 12 minutes of game time remaining, and it's a running clock as Archbold leads Bryan 33-0. Bears have it, though, on the 5-yard line. It is 3rd and goal from the 5. And let's see if the Bears can put one in here. Dylan Dominic in the backfield. He will keep it. He will go to
Wildcat
no, it was a Wildcat, you're right. I was wondering. I saw another back there. It was Mikey Wolf was right next to him.
Yeah, and Shepard gets the ball there. He's going to run a little sweep, and I think Archbold kind of knew Shepard was going to keep that ball.
All right, so now we'll see if we get back into a traditional set. No, we don't. Shepard's still in there. Let's see if he'll hand off to Mikey Wolf or something. It's 4th and goal from the 4. The Bears need to get it across that goal line. It's going to be Shepard. He's going to move forward, and he's in for the touchdown. So the Bears will get a touchdown, and that'll be Corbin Shepard out of the Wildcat formation, just moving it in.
There you go. You can see the good push by the offensive line. Shepard gets the snap there in the Wildcat formation. He's got 2 blocking backs for him, and he's able to run his legs there and to get in.
I wonder if we're having a penalty. We got a
Personal foul, 81 on the defense.
So that'll be a personal foul, and that's going to be on Hunter Cullen Lemley. And he still has his mic. He is forgetting to turn his mic off. So,
he might be upset now too. Is we don't have the running clock anymore.
Right. That's right. So 33-6 now. Quinn Brown will be in to attempt the extra point. And so I don't know what happened after the play there, but obviously something to warrant a 15-yard penalty. Kick is up for the point after, and it is good. So Quinn Brown makes it 33-7 on the main stop scoreboard. Back after this on Q96.5.
Need a new look? Holy House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Holy House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Holy House, 419-553-0100.
Out at Bryan High School. Archbold leads this one 33-7 with 11:20 remaining 4th quarter. Nice crowd here, good student section, beautiful night for football, but so far it's been our Archbold until that last drive by the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the DJ Newman and Carson Dominic show all night with what they've been able to do. But it's nice to see Bryan not give up, not quit, and be able to punch that in. And it's always nice to kind of ruin somebody's shutout.
Absolutely. Quinn Bryan will kick it off. There was a personal foul penalty, so he'll actually be kicking off from the 45-yard line of Archbold. So he will kick it up, and it is going to be caught at the 1-yard line. And he is coming out, and he's got a seam, but a tackle is made. I think that was Carter Bainfeld. And boy, oh boy, he came out with a head of steam on him, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And luckily, Brady Foth was there to make the tackle. And Brady's been in quite a few tackles here, so he wasn't afraid to stick his nose in there.
Carter Bainfeld, the 6'2", 160-pound junior. And so let's see what Archbold does. I don't think they'd be bringing any of their people back in, but you never know.
Newman's back in.
He is. They do have the starters back in. So Newman and Dominic. So Dominic will take it. So Bears get 1 touchdown. All of a sudden, the starters are back in.
Yeah. Maybe they have somewhere to go. I don't know.
Man, you really run the risk of somebody getting hurt in a game where you're up 33-7.
And these guys, a kid like Newman or Dominic isn't used to coming out of the game to begin with, so you've given them since halftime to come out. And so they're probably a little bit stiff here, and a lot of times that's where you get your injuries from.
So it is 2nd and 3, 10:44 and counting here. Trips on the near side here. And they'll hand off to Carson Dominic, and Dominic will get close to the first down. He might have it, but he looks to be maybe about a half a yard short. So.
Yeah, good job by Bryan's front 7 there to be able to stuff the run tonight. Looks like they're going to be rotating in some more guys too, and they got Tyler Spisak just coming into the game as defensive tackle.
So I know Archbold looking to get the first down here. 3rd and 1, balls at the 31-yard line. 10:09 and counting here. The running clock is not on now because the Bears scored. And they're going to quickly throw. That catch is made by Lucas Dominic, and he's going to be right at the sticks. Let's see what they do.
Oh, yeah, they're going to give it to him there.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Have they moved him yet? Nope, now they move it. Now the first down is there. Boy, the far guy.
Yeah, the head official over here, he signaled first down, and it looked like everybody else was in agreement there. And, yeah, the far official didn't really want to do it.
That makes it 1st and 10 for Archbold at their own 33, 9:43 and counting here, 4th quarter. All right, so Newman is there. The backfield, he has Josiah Gomez with him now in the backfield. They'll pitch over to Gomez. Gomez will try to turn the corner. He's going to be plowed down into the ground by a host of Golden Bears.
That's a good job. I think that's Brady Foth there who read that right away and ran right over to Newman to introduce himself, it looked like.
So Foth in there. I also saw Mikey Wolf in there. That brings up 2nd and 9. The main stop scoreboard shows 33-7 in favor of Archbold. 1 receiver either way. Carson Dominic is your running back. They'll hand to him again. He finds a little bit of a hole, but then it closes quickly, and Logan Moss was in there on that tackle and others.
Yep, there's Brady Foth again. I swear, I feel like he's in on every tackle that I've seen so far in the second half.
Well, Foth has come in, in front of for Aiden Pels tonight. Pels has been out with, I think, quarantine issues as well. And so Foth to come in and, handy, and that's good. He's played well tonight.
Yeah, being a senior, it's good to see him out there.
Trips here on the near side. Newman will roll to his right or left and look to throw. He's got some pressure, and he just throws it out of bounds. Nope, he was trying to get to Hunter Cullen-Lemley and just unable to make the catch.
And if you can believe it, from what I've written down here, that's only the 2nd incompletion by DJ Newman all night.
He's done it with his feet. He's done it with his arm, and he's led his Archbold Blue Streaks to a 33-7 lead right now. And the Bears are going to get a punt here. But again, you have to be careful. It's 4th and 5. I can't imagine Archbold would go for it here this late, up this much. But they brought their starters back in, so I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, at this point. And maybe they want the running clock too.
So Connor Brown is back there at the 21. Newman is back to punt. Snap, kick, high up into the air. And they're just going to stay away from it, and it's going to roll all the way in and die at the 6-yard line. So the Bears will have 94 yards to go to get a score.
Oh, nice punt there. Is nice high punt. Carter Brown saying get away, get away. And it took an Archbold bounce and roll.
Absolutely. So the Bears will take over here with 8:07 remaining in this game. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears from their own 6-yard line. And they actually had a great drive there last time. So let's see if they can continue to build on that.
They did. They found their rhythm, and let's see what they'll be able to do here.
Dominic with it. He will hand off. Here's Shepard. Shepard will get to the 10, to the 15, and all the way out to the 20-yard line. So a big pickup of 14, excuse me. So another Bryan first down.
Yeah, Shepard's 9th carry this half so far.
So it's right at the 20-yard line, so they need the 30 to gain. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Shepard continues in the backfield with Dylan Dominic. They're looking to throw. Comes down to Trent Wolf. Wolf will catch it, and he will get close to the first down before being dragged out of bounds. He's going to be within a yard, so that'll be a 9-yard pickup. One thing we saw a lot last week against Fairview that we haven't seen much at all tonight is Sam Harold as a wide receiver.
That's true. Sam Harold came into this game. I think he had 9 catches on the season, which led the Golden Bears, and I think he's got 1 catch tonight.
He's doing a good job of blocking. Here's Shepard. He'll get the 30-yard line to the 35 to the 40, and inside Archbold territory down to the 47-yard line.
And if I'm Corbin Shepard, I'm going back and I'm giving Maddox Langendorfer here a high five or something, because Langendorfer is down 20 yards down the field blocking for him, able to spring him for a few more yards.
So they're going to say that's the 48-yard line of Archbold. So Bears in Archbold territory. They actually moved the down and distance markers about 4 more yards, but we'll just reset that there. Handoff again. Shepard will go left side, and this time he won't able to get the corner, and he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole there. He was following both of his guards that pulled, trying to find a hole to stick his foot in the ground and turn it up, and just wasn't able to as Archbold sniffed it out.
So that'll be a loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Ball is spotted at the 49-yard line of the Streaks. 7:02 and counting, 33-7 in favor of the Blue Streaks. Man in motion. That'll be handoff to Wolf. Wolf will get to the 45, down to the 40, inside the 40, all the way down to the 37-yard line. So nice running there. Pickup of 11 for Wolf.
Yeah, great play there by the Bryan Golden Bears. Trenton Wolf, he's able to get the ball at full speed, and it makes a difference when you're trying to catch a guy who's running full speed, and you're just now seeing the ball snapped. Great job by Trenton Wolf to turn that up for about 12 yards.
So first down for the Bears. Handoff. This is Shepard, and he is just going to be tripped up about a yard in, and that just play didn't have anything going for it.
No, there's a pile right in the middle of the field there, and you had a couple Bears in there and a couple Streaks, and nowhere for Shepard to gain any yards.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10, 6:20 and counting. Bears trail 33-7 on the main stop scoreboard. You're listening to WQCT Bryan, Q96.5. Shepard. Nope, Dominic has it. Fake. Now they throw down the field, and it's blocked and knocked away by Carter Bainfeld. That was Trenton Wolf streaking down the left side.
Yeah, a little roll out to the left, and I think he fooled everybody, including the Archbold defense there, as Dominic rolled to the left. And he wanted to throw deep there with 2 guys in coverage, and luckily that one did not get picked off.
Bainfeld has been in that kind of coverage all night. He's been everywhere the Golden Bears are.
He has. He just has a nose for the ball. And it seems like offensively and defensively.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10. 6:05 remaining here, 4th quarter. 33-7 Archbold over Bryan. Double wide receivers on the far side. Logan Moss is here on the near side. Dominic looking to throw again. This time he finds Sammy Harold at the 10. And inside the 10-yard line. I just said a few minutes ago, where's Sam Harold? There he is.
There he is. It's almost like they heard you say that, Chris. I think the coaches heard that. But great job there by Dylan Dominic. Harold in the slot.
So they're going to say 1st and goal from the 9. Here's Shepard. Shepard will keep his legs churning, get inside the 5-yard line. Bears are in the diamond and gold outlet red zone. When it comes to diamonds, size does matter. You get a bigger diamond for less every day at Diamond and Gold Outlet in Napoleon. 5:40 remaining. 2nd and goal from the 3. Shepard again will dive forward, get in for the end zone for the touchdown. 33-13 now on the main stop scoreboard as the Bears score on a nice run. Here it is on the replay. If you're watching on BryanSports.com or on BMU, here you go.
You get that H-back that comes across the formation there, and he seals it for Shepard. Offensive line got a nice push there and no penetration, and Shepard was able to run to pay dirt.
Looks like the Bears are going to try to go for two here, and they've got that Wildcat formation happening. So here is Shepard. Shepard's going to get the corner, and Shepard's going to dive for the two-point conversion. So 33-15. So Bears very successful on that one.
And right here, I mean, in the second half, what more could you ask if you're Bryan? I mean, you come out, you've had two successful drives there, ending in touchdowns, and you stopped Archbold the last time they had the ball. The last two times they've had the ball.
All right, so 5:32 remaining fourth quarter. It's 33-15 in favor of the Streaks. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Well, the Bears have put together two very nice touchdown drives here in the second half, and they trail 33-15 on the main stop scoreboard.
And right now, if you're Bryan, if you can get a 3-and-out, get a turnover, and score quickly, I mean, all of a sudden, it's a 21-22-33 game.
We have a little squib kick. It does not go 10 yards, but it doesn't matter because it's caught by Archbold's Josiah Gomez. So Archbold will have really great field position. Let's see if Newman remains in. You know, and it looks like, let's see, he is going to stay in. I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand why you want to potentially get somebody injured.
I don't either. And if you just give the ball to the running back, I mean, almost anybody can take the snap and do that. Maybe it's the threat. I'm not sure in this situation where you're up 18, 5.5 to go.
This is quarterback keeper. Ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Golden Bears, Connor Brown.
Good heads-up play, like we just said. If you get a turnover, all of a sudden.
Let's see what happened here. The snap came out, and they went to hand off. He was trying to hand off to Benfeld, and it just got dropped. And, boy, nice move by the Bears there, and all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think Benfeld thought he wanted the ball, and then Newman saw the defensive end coming up the field, wanted to keep it himself. Just caused some confusion there.
Well, the Bears have it now, and looky here, 5:25, and they've got it inside Archbold territory at the 38-yard line.
And if you're a Bears fan, you got to love the fight right now in these Golden Bears.
Absolutely, down but not out.
Exactly.
So the Bears will have Maddox Langendorfer here on the near side. Sam Harold's in the slot, and then he's got doubles. That's Trenton Wolf on the one side, and I think that's Logan Moss on the far side. Shepard is in the backfield. Dominic with him. Dominic gets the snap, looks to throw the right. He throws, and it is going to be incomplete. And almost, Stephen Diller almost picked that one off.
Yeah, dangerous pass there, thrown into coverage there, but Bryan got lucky there, and it's not a turnover.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10, 5:22 remaining here. Bears are trying to get into position formation here. Archbold also trying to figure out the formation, and it'll be a handoff to Shepard. Shepard will get through to the 30-yard line. He's real close to the first down. They're going to say he's about a yard short. So nice pickup there, and that'll bring up 3rd and short. Just about a yard and a half. Hit 5 minutes. Shepard will get there. Looks like he got the first down. Well, he's close. Let's see where they spot it. Forward progress looked like the first down, but let's see if they move it.
You get the back judge who's signaling 4th.
Oh, man, if not, it's close, and if I'm Coach Redhead, I want a measurement.
Yeah, and if you have that measurement, it gives you a chance to talk things over a little bit with your offense.
So they are going to call for a measurement. He requested a measurement, so they'll bring the chains out. Boy, I'll tell you what, that looked like a first down to me.
That's what I thought as well, at least forward progress, and we'll see what happens here. But obviously they have to play with pace, being the score what it is. But I like this pace and seeing Archbold on their heels.
All right, so they'll bring in the chains. Let's see if we can ascertain where we are. The chains come rolling in. And let's see what we got. I tell you what, it looks, just short.
Yep. Yep, about a football's length.
Yep. So if you're the Bears, you're going to go for it here, right?
You got to, yeah. You got no choice. And at worst, you turn it over. But, I mean, you ought to be able to get a foot.
Yep, absolutely. So it looks like they're going to be in the Wildcat again. Shepard is in the backfield with Wolf. And Dominic is lined up as a wideout, so usually this would be a quick snap, direct snap in the Wildcat position. We'll see what happens here. Clock is started now. Comes to Shepard. Shepard will try to go the right side. He will get the first down. It looks like he got the first down.
Yeah,
yep, he did.
I think the near side official was kind of generous with him at first.
Yeah.
And that kind of made the difference. There you go, first down Bears.
So that'll give him a first down at the 29-yard line.
I think he needed about 12 inches, and he got about 13.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, they're going to spot that down at the 28 now. All right, so Archbold looking against that's a drop there. Archbold was trying to jump that route there. Max Langendorfer, it was just a low pass.
Yeah, just a low ball there, and those are tough to get for a receiver. And even if he caught it, I don't think he was going anywhere.
I'll tell you what, the secondary of Archbold was like looking for blood there on that pass.
Yeah,
they were coming fast,
and they know Dillon's got to get rid of the ball quickly as their defensive line's gotten pressure all night. So they know it's got to be a quick pass.
All right, doubles on the far side. They'll hand off to Shepard. Shepard had a big hole, and he's still on his feet. He gets inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line, and that will be close to a first down, and they'll give it to him. So Bears continuing to move the ball forward at 4:04 remaining with 33-15 on the main stop scoreboard. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Archbold. So Archbold wants to slow things down just a little bit.
Yeah. Again, they're on their heels a little bit. See if Bryan can capitalize.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. The main stop scoreboard shows 33-15 in favor of Archbold. Back after this.
Last year, all of our stadiums were mostly empty. But this year, things are different. We at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory look forward to getting back into the stands.
Joining our family and friends to cheer on the Bears and enjoy a Friday night of football. We hope you're staying safe and hope to see you soon. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused. Hope to see you at the game.
Well, the Golden Bears, it's been a tale of two halves. In the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, they have played much better than they did in the first half.
Yeah, and if you look at the numbers there, Corbin Shepard had 8 carries in the first half, and so far in the second half, he's got 18. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if he ellipses the 20 to 25 carry mark there, and that seems to be the winning formula.
4:04 remaining here, fourth quarter. Bears have it in the Diamond and Gold Outlet red zone at the 17-yard line. Two receivers to the left. They'll hand to Shepard, and he is going to be dragged down. I'll tell you what, 59, Devin Morris came in the backfield and just was there before the handoff even.
Yeah, it's as if they knew that Shepard was going to get the ball for the 19th time in this half. And but that seems to be working for Bryan. It's got him in this position here to score again. And Archbold was able to sniff that one out.
3:39 and counting. Rolling to his left. Quick throw, and it's intercepted.
No.
And that is going to be picked off and down. Mason Siegel is the guy that intercepts that one. And Shepard has tweaked his knee or whatever again as he's getting up a little limping.
Yeah, and rolling out to the left, a little half roll in the screen pass, and I don't know if the defensive lineman there sniffed it out or if he was just a little late to the party and a recipient of being late. But either way, it's a turnover for the Bears. Another interception there for the Streaks here with 3:29 to go in the fourth.
Starters back out for Archbold. DJ Newman at quarterback and Carson Dominic at running back. Gavin Bailey is the wideout here on the near side. There's 2 wideouts on the far side. They're going to hand off to Dominic. Dominic will put his head down, move forward for about 5 yards. That'll be at the 48.
And I think we're going to see that play here about 2 times in a row, if I had to guess. I think Archbold's had about enough.
Yeah, they really have. So Newman will check back with his coach, come back into the huddle, and we're hitting the 3-minute mark here. Archbold just wants to keep this clock moving, go in with a win. Bryan looking to get the ball back. They were in a scoring drive, and then an interception thrown by Dylan Dominic. DJ Newman in the backfield with Dominic. Now Newman will keep it. He will move his feet forward. He will get real close to the first down. He'll get the first down. And they move the chains, and so Newman and a Golden Bear down.
Joey Douglas.
Yep. And Douglas will come out. Coming in is Noah Phillips. Douglas must have tweaked a knee maybe.
Yeah. I think you'll be all right on
yeah,
that one.
I think he will be too. So it's 1st and 10 for the Streaks. Their ball on the Bryan 47-yard line. They lead 33-15. And Carson Dominic will have it. He plows forward, still can't get him down, and he'll pick up 12 yards and a first down. They had hit him back in the, just after he got into the Bryan side of the defense, and he just kept going.
Yeah, he's pushing up on that joystick on the controller there for the hit stick, and yeah, he's just a rumbling, bumbling, stumbling again for first down.
Approaching the 2-minute mark here. Archbold leads 33-15. They have it 1st and 10. Ball is spotted right at the 35-yard line of Bryan. And Archbold just going to continue handing off, or Newman quarterback keepers. Dominic will head it now. He gets taken down about 5 yards after, and a whole host of Golden Bears comes in there to tackle him.
Yeah, and he's just wearing down that Bryan defense at this point, and you know, he started the game with a couple 3-4 yard runs, and now he's hitting 5, 13, 7. So he's a grinder.
So 2nd and 4 now as we approach the 1.5-minute mark. Actually, we're below that, 1:20. And they'll get to a 1-minute mark by the time they snap the ball here. So Archbold just continuing to grind this clock out, grind out this win. Well, ball is loose, and Dominic has to fall on it. I don't know what happened there, but the ball just bounced out.
Yeah, it's a good thing Archbold was able to get on top of that.
We're going to see this here on the replay. It just, boy, it hits another guy.
Yeah,
it hit Hunter Cullen Lamley.
Yeah, he looks like he was going to motion there, and on the snap.
That's what it was. So that makes it 3rd and 9. They're just going to roll this down. They have to snap it one more time.
And you might just take the delay of game here and call it a night.
Let's see. They will hand off. Dominic with it. He'll move forward. He will be stopped, and that is probably going to do it for the game here as the clock ticks down under 20 seconds, under 15 to the 10-minute mark. That'll bring up 4th down, and that looks like it'll be it as the Streaks walk off the field victorious by a score of 33-15 on the main stop scoreboard. So Archbold will go to 1-0 on the season in the league, and Bryan will fall to 0-1. So the final score tonight from Bryan, 33-15. We'll be back after this with the postgame show here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
This is Yasha Cheverini. He is a master jeweler. If you need jewelry repaired or a beautiful handcrafted piece of jewelry for that special occasion, you need to stop by and talk to Yash at Diamond & Gold Outlet in Napoleon.
Enjoying the game on the Golden Bear Sports Network? These broadcasts are a labor of love. Want to join us in this effort? Become a sponsor starting at just $25 per game. For more information, email Chris at bryansports.com or call 419-595-0943. Need a new look? Holy House LLC can make your space look brand new.
That's the end of the ball game here as the Golden Bears go down to defeat by a score of 33-15 to the Archbold Blue Streaks. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, Q96.5, BryanSports.com, and the BMU replay. I want to take a look at some final stats as Mr. Keel is finishing those up. He wants his computer back, he said, because he did that. While we do that, I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game tonight: American Family Insurance, Amerimaid Realty, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, Krill Funeral Service, Hooley House, Jason Deach Automotive Services, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Diamond and Gold Outlet, Fackler Monument, and newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, Brininger, and Rakes all bring you the game tonight here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, where the Bears go down to defeat by a score of 33-15. The second half much better for the Bears than the first half was, but Archbold just obviously the better team tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at what DJ Newman was able to do, he had two incompletions the entire game. He was 13 of 15 on the night for 240 yards. Archbold, 430 total yards of offense. And coming into this game, they were averaging right about 400, so that's not surprising at all. And then if you look at Dominic, Carson Dominic on the ground, 22 carries for 103 yards. He had a couple scores there on those options in the first half, but Archbold's offense just too much to put Bryan behind the 8 ball there in the first half.
Final score is 33-15. We're going to take this timeout, come back, and talk about next week's game after this 90-second break on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Need a new look? Hooley House LLC can make your space look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, family room, bedroom, or any other living space, Hooley House can help. They specialize in quartz and granite countertops, vinyl replacement windows, LVT flooring, custom shower and tile work, and much more. Call Bob today, 419-553-0100. That's Hooley House, 419-553-0100. Need a new look? Hooley House LLC can make your space.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Last year, all of our stadiums were mostly empty. But this year, things are different. We at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory look forward to getting back into the stands,
joining our family and friends to cheer on the Bears and enjoy a Friday night of football. We hope you're staying safe and hope to see you soon. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused. Hope to see you at the game.
Look brand new. Whether it's a kitchen,
Bear
bathroom.
Sports Network, 33-15, your final as Archbold defeats the Golden Bears. And final thoughts on this one?
Well, I think if you look at the second half, there's some things to build on if you're Bryan. And if anything, maybe you've gotten better for the last 6 games of the year. Coming into it, you know, losing Jace Kepler for the week is a tough one, and you got to change the way you play a little bit. But definitely things to build on. And I mean, Archbold, they were 3-0 coming into this game with a pretty tough schedule. And then you lose 33-15, and you didn't quit. So there are some things to build on if you're Bryan, but also there's a lot of things that you want to fix, especially up front, pass protections, and getting Shepard going again early on in the first half rather than wait until the second. Next
week, we have Delta coming in. Now, Delta, you know, they've vastly improved from what they use. This isn't the Delta team of old. And they were winning tonight last time we checked, and they're going to provide the Bears a little bit of some trouble too.
Yeah, I think so. And they paid the price a couple years ago. They had a bunch of guys that were starting as sophomores on the offensive line in their skill positions, and they took their beatings. And then it's payday now for them. So that's going to be an interesting battle, especially with the offense that they run. The way that they run the ball, it's going to chew some clock. So it's going to be a closer game than some of these other ones. It's not going to be as high scoring, not going to be huge explosive plays. But nonetheless, Bryan's going to have to bring it next week against Delta.
I'll tell you what, I was kind of impressed with the play of Dylan Dominic having to come in. He actually held his own tonight, made some nice passes, made a couple of mistakes, but overall ran the offense pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he was asked to do, and he's a pocket passer, and it's tough when the pocket collapses on him, and he's down there, and he's just trying to make some plays. But overall, he had some nice passes in there. He had a 42-yarder, a 57-yarder, or I'm sorry, he had a 30-yarder, a couple of those 30-yarders. But he got better as the game went on. I think he got a little bit more comfortable, and it's going to be fun to see him progress. And he's only a junior, and maybe he'll see some playing time down the road.
I want to thank our broadcast crew. Our director tonight is Tony Malenga. Our camera operators, John Tripodi and Josh Underwood. Want to thank our athletic staff at Bryan High School, Chad Savage and Teresa Kuzma. Our board op back at WQCT, Ben Murray. I am the executive producer for the Golden Bear Sports Network. Visit us on the web at bryansports.com. Don't forget, next week's game, again, will be a live radio broadcast and video broadcast as we're home. This broadcast has been a joint production of WQCT Radio and Malenga Enterprises, LLC. This broadcast is for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without express written consent of the Golden Bear Sports Network, is prohibited. One final time for Nathan Keel and all of us here at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malenga. Your final score, the Archbold Blue Streaks